welcome to the Free Cheese, episode 186. I'm your Joe Dix, joined tonight by Mark Augustiniak, Matt Zellner.
Hello.
The Free Cheese, the weekly video game podcast about video games, brought to you once a week by thefreecheese.com. February is almost to a close, but February is also sitting across from me.
Oh.
Or so we think.
Oh.
Did I mention that I told my mom that story?
You did.
About Tracy Morgan, and she was like, oh, well, maybe he meant like Fabio or whatever.
Yes.
Well, it turns out she was right.
Oh.
So I go back up to that red light, and there he is. And he walks up to my door. And I sigh. Roll my eyes. And then he brought up the same thing again. But this time he didn't say February. He was like, you look like that dude in Fubio.
Fubio.
I was like, shit. He's like, no, Fabio. I was like, oh, my mom was right. He was like, yeah, I see you on all the books. I don't date many dudes. No dudes. Yeah, he said no. Correction.
Okay.
He doesn't date dudes.
Okay.
I don't date dudes. But if I did, you'd be the first. And I was like, oh, thank you.
Come on in my car.
It's just green light,
Nothing
please.
boosts self-confidence like that statement right there.
Yeah, and then I got roadhead. No, I didn't. No, but yeah.
Your impersonation of him sounds exactly like the guy from Beavis and Butthead. When they wandered around, they saw a guy who was panhandling, asking for change, and they were like,
"Oh, that's funny."
They were like, "Whoa,
That's a
cool!"
coincidence.
They were like, "You could just ask for money and get money," and the guy was just like, "You guys got to get yourself a cup. Oh, here, let me give you a little bit of change to start you off." And he throws in a couple of like dimes and nickels. You don't want to put too much and make them think you got a lot. Like that's exactly.
Well, that's fitting since he's pretty much that guy.
Yeah.
Uh,
I'll show you a picture of him later. You can tell me if he compares.
okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
This Fubio sounds like a sneaker
It does,
brand.
yeah.
I still have one from
You
February.
might be thinking of Fubu.
Maybe.
Yeah,
February to Fubio to Fabio. He finally got it right.
that's good.
I'm waiting for it to escalate to Fozzie Bear.
I'm just trying to, like, do you think that Fabio has ever been called to his face February?
Ooh, probably.
Okay, good.
I'm going to challenge you to throw a Magnum at him. Or a Blue Steel, whatever way you like to turn.
I'll just drop a Magnum condom on the side
Very good.
That's naturally what I meant.
for my Magnum dog.
Very good. Matt, any new nicknames this week?
Once again, I'm pretty boring compared to that.
Okay. Yeah, you can't really top that
That's
one.
the highlight of my life.
There. Yeah. That's the highlight of my wife. Yeah, good stuff. Good week.
Yeah,
Fine
good stuff.
week.
Yeah. Went to DC.
And
Saw the Caps. Won a
And?
game.
who'd they win against?
Edmonton. The Oilers. That Canadian city. Yeah. Edmonton. It's good stuff.
Not bad.
Once again, another boring week though for
How did
me.
you root for the little guys? I like the lower cases. Caps. Capital.
Fuck. Damn it. That took me way too long. 2, fuck everything. 3,
Good night.
it might have been a boring week this past week, but how about the week coming up? You got any big plans?
All the plans.
Yeah?
Starts off Tuesday. Have to go to work.
What happens Tuesday? I don't understand.
For those that can't see this, which is everyone listening, Mark has his fingers in his ears so you can't hear.
I'm ready for blood.
So Tuesday, the PlayStation Store updates.
I really want to edit like some high-pitched screams right now. Like just put that in so it runs.
Yes, the moment I've been waiting for.
Yeah.
Horizon Zero Dawn finally comes out on Tuesday.
We were wandering around yesterday, Matt and I, and we were talking about it. He brought it up for whatever reason. He decided to this time. And my only response to him was like, Matt, you know in those like movies where like a grenade goes off next to a soldier and all the audio in the movie cuts out and you just hear that high-pitched ringing?
It's like really muffled.
I was like, Matt, that just happened to me. Like all I could hear was that. And then he just followed up with something else about it. And I was like, sorry, it happened again. I don't know what that was.
Flashbang.
Yeah. So what's your plan? Do you have it?
I don't know. Like, I don't even know what I'm getting myself into, really. This is quite crazy because as soon as the E3 reveal happened, 2 years ago now, I've kind of been excited for it, so I've kind of just stopped paying attention to coverage. I don't know what I'm getting into in the story. I know I play as a girl. Her name is Aloy, I believe. I know it's spelled that way. There's robot dinosaurs, action, adventure, open world. I have a scope for the game now because of Colin and Greg. P.S. I love you. I'm looking at about a 30-hour game, I believe. And if I'm interested in a platinum, which this might be my kind of game to do that with, 40 to 50 hours, Greg said he thinks it's going to take him.
Jeff Gersman of GiantBomb.com, he said that he got about 30 hours out of it. He said you could probably easily get 40 or 50. So, yeah, that sounds about.
I did watch a review
consensus. And
from what I've heard, gameplay is pretty decent. Story doesn't really make too much sense.
Sure.
I think it's just not much there. But that being said, it seems like it can be a good foundation to make a better sequel, if potentially there is to be one.
There is going to be one.
There's going to be one.
Sony's not the fact that it's reviewing well, but you can tell as much time Sony gave this on an E3 stage, a PSX stage, all the marketing. I've seen nothing but Horizon stuff visiting gaming websites. It feels like you just from the way Sony's pushing it, that's what they want. So
you'll have to let me know. You'll have to let me know what the final version of that game, because I'm not sure if what I saw was a final version of the game or not. But just from what I've seen, like voice wise and like
that thing you
the
sent
animations,
me was
it was like Uncanny Valley. Like there was like they looked like androids trying to act human. And it was like
it looked like when
the voices are robot dinosaurs.
No, this looked like YouTube 2007 when like it didn't know how to catch up with itself. You know what I mean?
The voices, the tone of the voices didn't match with the facial expressions.
That too.
So everybody just looked dead inside.
Yeah. I hope it's not that bad in the final.
Like it had like a early like Oblivion, Mass Effect 1 like.
It was worse than that, and I can't imagine that that's gonna be the copy that gets out to the.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but just from that, I was like, "Whoo."
Yeah, it was rough.
But the gameplay itself,
I haven't seen it. Like I said, I have media blackout.
I could show you.
This is probably one of those games that's it's gonna shine.
I'll see it on Tuesday
in the action.
I hope you don't see it on Tuesday.
Well, I'll see whatever they give me on Tuesday.
I hope that whatever the fuck Mark sent me is not what you get. I hope that's pre-release.
No, I have a whole plan for Tuesday.
Tell me your plan for Tuesday.
So
walk me through your day.
Did Amazon pre-order on this guy, so I get like 20% off. I think it was
Prime member.
Yep.
Yeah.
My sister is. Oh.
Cool.
Santa Claus.
Something like that.
You just said ho ho ho.
Sure.
I'm
it's Christmas. Christmas is coming.
It's Crimbus.
Anyway,
I'm listening.
It's coming on that day. I'm going to be at work. I think I'm going to call my mom. Be like, hey, Ma, can you eject my Bloodborne disc and put in Horizon to my console?
Boot it up, warm it up.
Can you put into my console? And then when she does that, I'm going to remote in and make sure all the updates are going while I'm at work. So
smart.
then,
He's a smart one.
So yeah, I'm gonna be pretty much all ready to go by the time I come home, eat some dinner. Just let the excitement build up.
But then you gotta go to bed because you got work the next morning, right?
No, I'm off the next 2 days.
Oh, woo! Did you plan that?
No, this is a happy accident actually. One of the days I did take off for a dentist appointment. So just throw out that hour that I need for the dentist, and then I'll be good.
Suggestion. Don't go to the fucking dentist. Just brush your teeth. Keep playing Horizon.
It's my 6-month checkup. I need to go for insurance purposes.
I'm going to inform you of something here.
Oh, boy.
How long have Katie and I been together?
I don't know the exact date, but
Mark,
it's been a while.
I'm not... Wait, is it over 5 years?
It is over 5 years.
Okay.
I have not been to the dentist since I met Caitlin.
Because she is your dentist.
Huh?
Because she is your dentist now.
Nope.
You just don't know it.
She does not have a medical background.
It's in your sleep.
Nope. Nope.
She just uses a spoon.
And my teeth are still in my head, so take it from me. I'm just learning how to floss. I will say that. It's been improving my breath. I can make that statement, but,
Is your breath wild?
Oh, Mark, you got a week ahead of you as well, too, don't you?
A weekend.
Yeah.
Oh.
Right, yeah, you and I are kind of...
Wait, what comes out Friday?
On the short end of this.
I feel like I'm missing something.
Do I have to insert a bunch of Switch sound effects? Hold on, I think I have that right on.
I know, I've been so caught up with Horizon, I there was something I'm forgetting. I'm sorry.
You can try this one, but you're not going to win this game.
I was like, I know
I'm
you're
gonna
joking,
just
right?
stop you.
I know.
now.
I just been staring this whole time.
Are you kidding me? My last two flip sides have been about the damn Switch.
I can do this all fucking night.
That's a good sensor noise.
Mark, before you start on your Friday, let me just say that I'm so excited that I got the 2 days to play Horizon without the distraction that Zelda's going to
Trying
be.
to censor
Because
that shitty word he's saying over and over again.
No, because once Zelda comes, I'm truly excited to play that, even if I
Yeah.
am playing the probably inferior Wii U version.
Are you going to get the expansion pass? It's like they like to call it.
That's a good question.
I don't.
Do you want
No.
a Switch shirt in your Wii U version? Is the better question.
No.
I'm not even gonna.
I don't even know if the Wii U is going to render that shirt. I don't know what to
The
expect
Wii
with this
U is
guy.
a fine console. God damn it, it'll be.
It is,
fine.
except that
It's just funny
dumbass
that-
tablet.
They should have made a Wii U shirt. Is my point.
Fair, but how do you promote the thing that you don't have?
how do you try to promote the thing you want to ignore that you pretend is dead?
Yeah, I don't.
I just think that's funny.
True, very true. It is a week indeed.
Yeah.
Horizon's the first
Bye-bye
big,
wallet.
I guess the second big, right? We had Resident Evil 7 back in January.
Mm-hmm.
I would say some would probably argue Neos. People have been waiting a long time for that.
Fair. That's
Some would
been a
argue that.
decade in the making.
Digimon World Next Order.
Oh, yeah. All right. We're coming up with... All right. It's another big
For
AAA.
Honor?
Yeah. Gravity Rush 2. Sure. It's another big release amongst many.
It's only like first 2 months.
It's true. I told you last year this year would be a good one.
Yeah,
Did I
But
not?
it's like
Gonna
so
be a
many
good
that
one.
like it's hard to spread out. Like
Oh,
play everything.
yeah.
You really have to
know.
pick.
I told you this March is going to be intense.
Shovel Knight coming.
Dude, I know.
Shovel Knight.
I'm fucked. I really like.
Mass Effect.
Honestly, so here's the thing. I still have no idea how I'm getting a Switch. I know that I'm off the weekend. I took that off months ago. I'll be wandering the streets.
I've kind of verbally committed to Joe that we're going to...
We'll wander, working around your schedule, of course. And I don't know. I'll have to find one somehow.
I've still been looking for you, by the way.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I'm still trying to convince my friends who haven't bought Shovel Knight yet to buy it because there's a sale up until the release.
I know. It's true. It's very true.
33% off.
It's okay. They'll buy it at full price and support the developers tenfold. Question,
Yes.
and this is to the listeners as well. What insight do you have into GameStop's inventory for non-pre-order customers? Because that's where I'm at now. I'm getting to this point where I might potentially just be...
From what I've...
Are they doing a midnight at the one that you're picking yours up at?
Oh, they better. I didn't ask. I should find that out.
You should send a text message as we speak.
Because I tried last minute, seeing like if it was possible to switch my order to the colored version.
Yeah.
And no, that's impossible.
Yeah.
I figured it would be, but I just wanted to try.
While Mark is updating us on the on what he thinks GameStop's going to have, I updated you. This is my update. That list of emoji.
Fantastic.
It's a list. It's an emojis full of screams because they're not going to have any.
You can't say that.
Sorry, they'll have one. Fight to the death.
I'm going to have one throughout the weekend. I'm not worried about that. I think we'll be okay in that regard. Did you put that in this note?
Oh, no. That was my own note. Sorry.
Got it. Cool. No, it's fine. But yeah, I think I'll be fine. But yeah, I don't really know. But assuming I get one at some point in the weekend, like Shovel Knight, what am I? How? Because Breath of the Wild is, and Shovel Knight.
Well, see,
But that's good. That's a good problem to have.
If you own Shovel Knight now, you won't be getting the Spectre Torment update until April.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying Switch. I will have a Switch, right? And I'm going to be playing a Switch this weekend. I will be, Matthew.
Yeah, Mark's.
I will be playing my own Switch anywhere I want to in my bathroom, my house, anywhere in the house. Doesn't matter. I can be
take
in
it to the bathroom.
I can take it to the bathroom.
Toy game has a whole new meaning now.
Yeah. I could take it to the attic. I could go across the street. I could go
To
anywhere.
Karen's rooftop.
I can go to Karen's rooftop if I want, and I could play anything I want. But I don't know. I'm torn. Natalie and Bruglia. Torn.
I'm finding out more info, but so far I got a not quite.
Uh-oh. Is that on the midnight?
Yeah.
Oh.
That might be in general. Like.
No. Some of them are opening.
Oh.
Mall ones I do not believe are generally going to be opening. But anyway.
Oh, they refuse to pay mall security.
Yeah. That's how she goes. That is the way she goes.
They're
well, shit.
Can't think of the score. I can't think of the proper name for what I want to say. Their metrics weren't good enough for the Circle of Life to pay for security for this launch.
Bingo.
Metric. That was the word I was looking for.
You are so upset. Oh my god, I'm sorry. I could see it in
No,
your face.
I have an idea.
Uh-oh.
Maybe I'll go during my lunch break and pick it up.
Oh, on Friday?
Yeah.
I got a better idea. I'll go in your wake. in your stead. In your stead? Is that the proper word?
You're asking the wrong person.
I know. I was the English.
So
I only write for the site. I don't know
you're
English.
just gonna hold a box with your massive erection and just tease yourself?
No. Like, I'll have that one, and then you can be the one who's, like, fledgling for...
Oh, that sounds great.
That's right. That's a fair trade. You're the idiot who has to work that day. I was responsible and did the right thing.
Well, when you put it that way.
See? Shit.
Yeah.
Everything has a way of working out.
I know. We've waited 2 years for this thing. We can wait another 24 hours, is the way I look at it. Yes,
Remember the days of the X is
I
going
wouldn't
to
have been
give it
able
to
to
you.
play it that night anyway.
Right,
Thursday
you would have
night.
had to go to bed.
Yeah, like I'd be losing sleep and I'd be all groggy Friday.
Yeah. It's best this way.
Or just don't sleep at all.
Can you make it during your lunch break?
Probably not.
It's a risk you're willing to take, though.
Yeah, like, well, either that or I get my brother to pick it up since he can
Yeah.
take longer breaks than me.
Boom.
Because he's salary and I'm hourly.
That's the way she goes.
Fair enough.
A week indeed. A week from now, we will have so much more to talk about.
Yep.
But we still have a lot to talk about tonight, including what we've been playing, the best PlayStation Vita games ever made, and what comes after the Switch. But first, let's start with a segment called Now Playing, where we talk about what has been playing in the last week. Mark, tell me things.
Well, as for on my own, not too much, actually.
Yeah, hey, us too.
I didn't mention it last week, but I did play it last week. So I'll just mention it this week. I played Tank Troopers.
Oh, the classic Mark game.
Wrong wall. Yeah, that wall. There you go. Yeah.
God, that burns your fucking fingers, you know? It's bad.
A burn
and the
mark?
paint's coming off too, I think.
Yeah, it's not what I expected, if that makes sense, compared to the trailer. Like they gave it such like a colorful outlook, but so far, because I'm only playing the single player missions or whatever, and you don't really get to pick your tank and all that, like you do get customizable options, but it's very limited. Yeah, it just feels like just a generic like tank game.
That sucks.
Yeah, it's...
Does it seem in any way related to Advanced Wars or Battalion Wars?
No.
Good. Great.
Not like that at all. It's just straight up third person, blow up other
Action.
tanks. There you go. I haven't really used any like special abilities. Maybe just haven't gotten to that point yet. I'm still kind of in the beginning.
And
I never played the multiplayer, which is...
is...
It's probably where it shines, is in the multiplayer. I feel like you could pick a character and have special attacks and and all that stuff. So yeah, so far I'm not feeling the game just yet, but it's alright. $8, not too bad. Thought it was gonna be like 15.
Yeah, it's not the next Gotta Protectors.
Oh no! Oh no! Gotta Protectors is a bright shiny star compared to this.
Poop.
Yeah, that's alright.
Yeah.
Just earlier today, before we started recording, I was trying to speedrun Hotline Miami.
Oh shit!
First one. I was trying to see how far I could get within half an hour.
SGDQ? entry.
Here we go.
If you enter, I'm entering for the Bloodborne.
I mean, I barely
can
do.
see it in your eyes. You're dead
challenge
fucking
me.
serious.
I mean, I barely do.
You're not. Yeah,
I've seen enough tropes.
You haven't
I can
blinked
do it.
in 6 minutes.
Yeah.
Hot damn.
I barely like speedrun or whatever. I was just doing it just for fun purposes, just to see how far I could get. Because I left my house like around 7, I believe. So I started around 6:30, a little after 6:30. I got the main part of the game when you play as Jacket is 15 chapters.
Yes.
I got to chapter 10.
All right, not bad.
It's not bad at all.
And then you saw the remaining 4 chapters as Biker after that.
I
So
think I smell a new video series.
I probably could have been quicker if I just stuck with the Tony mask the whole time. But I was just trying out different masks. And
Which one's the Tony mask?
Tony
Fist.
is a tiger, and you're just bare hands.
Oh,
and
okay,
with the bare
got
hands.
it. Yep.
But my favorite one is Dennis, the wolf, because you start with a knife, and you can just cut everything, and then if you need to throw it, you can.
Dennis. That's how his song goes.
Yeah.
Yes.
My go-to mask in that game was the one where you knocked the door open and it killed the people.
Don Juan.
I love that you know these mask
horse.
names. That kind of puts a smile on my face a little bit.
Yeah.
Mark, did you see what jacket he came in here wearing?
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
I've been wearing that like this whole weekend. I was like, you
Yeah.
know what? It's kind of good weather for it.
Yeah.
And then I actually scared myself leaving my house on the way here because I was listening. I've been hotline mode all day.
All right.
So like I was
good.
listening to the second soundtrack, and like Roller Mobster was playing. I'm speeding down my residential road.
As it should be. Oh yeah, that's not a road you speed down.
Right,
Mark.
that's a 20. Yeah, well, I was doing like probably over 40, and there was a cop car with sirens behind me. Hearing this music, I'm like, oh shit! Like when plus wearing a jacket, I was like, game to life mode.
Yeah. Did I just challenge this?
So
Am I
like,
Grand Theft?
I pulled over, but the car went past me.
That's always the best feeling in the world.
Man, that's so
Because you
good.
feel that shit rise up in your car.
And then the music's just going. I'm like, oh, what do I do? Do I kill him? What do I do?
Yeah, you kick the door open as hard as you can. Hopefully he knocks himself to the ground.
Yeah. So I started slowing down, and I did the speed limit and avoided that.
Became a good boy. And
Yeah,
then ran into, your
until
boy.
I reached the highway. Then I went a full 80 to 90.
Good.
There wasn't much traffic, so.
Hot damn. Hot line.
There was a license plate
Miami. Yeah.
that I
Where?
saw.
I've
And
seen
I was
cars.
almost happy till I got closer to it.
Oh,
Because
boy.
I drive like an asshole, and I had to see it. I thought it said pizza 25.8.
It did.
It did not.
Oh.
It was close.
What did it say?
It was like Piz 25.8.
Get
There
out.
wasn't a Z and an A. It was just a number in between.
Nope.
Fuck.
Quit.
Yep.
Quit. That is
But yeah, that was all within 20 minutes or whatever.
not bad. Not bad. Yeah, we should play more Hotline. Like I want to revisit that in a good way.
I'm still trying to be hard mode on the second one.
So I never finished the second. I started it. I got through a couple levels, and I think it was one of those things that came out of sale. I picked it up on sale, and then I was just playing other stuff.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's definitely a required taste.
I loved the first.
Required?
Oh, I did it again. Acquired.
I mean, no, it would have been that would have been a good Markism. Like if
But
you-
it does require a certain taste to play that game.
but I think it'd be funny if you were saying like you are required to actually have taste in order to play this game. Like that.
You know what? Yeah, I would be bold enough
You
to
could,
say that.
I
yeah.
would be. You could trademark that one. I'll stand behind that. If you want to trademark that, coin that phrase is what they said. That's what they all.
You're required to have taste
That's how Mr. Bean
to
likes
play
it.
this game.
You never heard that saying?
I've heard that.
Okay,
saying.
good. I thought so.
But I know I've made that mistake before.
Probably, but who knows?
That's pretty much it.
Not bad. Not a bad week.
Yeah.
Matthew,
I've got to, of course, more Rocket League.
what
No, it's just Fire Emblem. I forgot.
on the
ahead.
phone?
Yeah.
Let's talk about it.
Chapter 9, Part 4.
Oh, you're advancing in the story.
I have one part left.
Interesting.
9-5, I think is the final.
What I've been doing
It's a
is I open it, I get the daily reward, I go to start a mission, and then I realize that whatever is happening outside of my phone is far more interesting than what's happening in the fucking training missions.
Yeah.
I hit the home button on my phone, and I go make a sandwich or something else.
That sounds like a better alternative.
I open the app and it says select country. I'm like, eh.
I don't dislike it. I just don't like it.
Like, I'm that close. Like,
Yeah.
You got to see it through now at that point.
I got a new waifu in the game. I don't.
Was that the one you sent me?
Yeah.
Yeah, she cute.
Perry is her name.
The platypus.
He stole it. He stole it right from
I don't
me.
know what any of that means, but that's what this is.
Phineas and Ferb?
Nope.
God damn it. You didn't watch the Disney Channel at all?
I did, but
late
remember
teens, early 20s?
It's just a turquoise platypus who is a detective.
But pet by day.
I can picture I know who you're talking about now in terms of seeing it. However, I didn't know it by name.
Yeah.
This one. This girl.
Yeah.
Harley Quinn hair.
Yeah, that is Harley Quinn hair, yeah.
Got to cash in on that fad while it's still hot. But it's a fine game. My characters aren't that well leveled up.
Everyone's mine is basically 23.
Oh, see, I'm in the 15-16 area, but
oh my god, that's it. That's all I have to say about it.
It's a totally serviceable game that I'm
just waiting to delete it.
I won't delete it from the phone. I'm gonna leave it on the phone. It doesn't bother me being there.
I just need a space.
Fair. You got.
I have a small boy.
Yeah, I got the medium boy, so I can afford to keep it on there for a little while longer.
I gotta make room for Animal Crossing,
Matt, tell me about Rocket League.
Oh, just playing it more. Still, think I'm decent some days. Then I'm not some days, and I think, why am I still playing this?
Yep.
But yeah, that's more Rocket League. Had a crazy ending of a game earlier this week. It was tied 2-2 and the clock's at 0, but the ball doesn't touch the ground, the zeros. Me and a random doubles partner managed to keep it up, the ball up with 5 hits, and we ended up scoring the game-winning goal.
Nice.
It was pretty awesome. I saved the replay. I was like, I'll never top this moment.
Which,
Olay.
For the listeners at home, could you share the Game Shark codes that you used to pull that off?
Hacks. Just type that into the chat.
What is the 8-character code?
But I love it. It wasn't, what I appreciated more about it was, I wasn't in one of those rooms where everyone got bitchy and pissed off that they lost. Everyone in the chat was like, oh my god, wow, oh my god, calculate it.
Wow.
Perfect.
It was really good. But yeah, that was my highlight there. I played more Final Fantasy VII.
The old PlayStation 4 version.
Yeah, Steam.
Yeah.
I found out, I didn't even realize the Steam version had the 3x fast mode.
Yep.
Where you travel a lot faster. Oh my god, is that revolutionary in the grinding process?
Yeah?
Yes.
So I should maybe buy that one? Or play the other one?
I mean, nah. I don't think it matters, really. I really haven't found
I feel like you should try both. Play the same part in both games and then determine from there which one you want to continue.
Well, I mean, speed is always going to be on my side because that's what drives me fucking crazy.
But there's other things you can do to speed up the game.
But I feel like you should have the experience of its original.
Yeah, that's more me anyway.
I'm not using it all the time, and I haven't gotten to the place where I would use it the most. But
have you met Kefka yet?
No, I have not met Kefka.
All right, very good.
Got it.
Yeah,
I was in the Wall Market?
Wall of China? Great Wall of China?
No, not the
Matt
Great
Damon.
Wall. The town where the infamous cross-dressing scene is. I think it's Wall Market.
Something like that.
That's a very big town, and there's 2 screens.
It's very vertical.
Yeah. There's 2 screens, and clicking the 3x mode and going up and down made it quite good. But yeah, in the game, there's other stuff you can speed up. You can speed up text speed. You can speed up the active time bar. There's things to do.
I think those were always options.
Yeah. Yes, yeah.
Because all of them kind of have that, I think.
But yeah,
I
didn't get too far past the Wall Market, but it was fun cross-dressing Cloud again.
Yeah.
But you've still got a good ways to go before you.
Oh yeah, this is something.
I know obviously in the scheme of the game, but even before you get to the point where you typically give up, right?
Oh yeah, no.
Give up's the wrong word. That's harsh. Sorry.
I just kind of fall off it.
Yeah.
No, I've seen this plenty of times. It's really is shortly past the Gold Saucer, and for those who've played it, Gold Saucer's kind of sort of early, but you're into the story at that point.
Yeah.
That's usually when I fall off shortly after that.
There's usually a lot of connection with characters by that point.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You pretty much have your party for the most part at that point.
Mm.
Yeah, but it's Final Fantasy 7.
Yeah.
I love it. That's awesome. Yeah, I totally forgot the weird scene when you're cross-dressing to get like the lingerie and the cologne.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's I'm not gonna
Okay.
go into this, but it is a bizarre 5 to 10 minutes in a certain like hotel/inn.
It's
Good
great.
stuff.
It is.
All right.
It's good.
It's good stuff. I was gonna say even like the rooms like you peek into.
Yeah,
They're fantastic.
I cannot wait to see that.
Fantastic.
In
in the remake.
I am eager.
You said that's not very far into it. That's probably like 4 or 5 hours.
It's such a Japan thing.
That's so good.
Japan.
And then keeping up with my Final Fantasy little week here, just to find things to play to get to Tuesday. Final Fantasy X. I bought it, started it on Vita.
Nice.
What
You gonna beat it before Horizon comes out?
There's no way. I don't think there's enough hours in the days now to.
Sorry, Joe. What did you? There was a ringing.
Oh my god! My tongue fell out. I'm sorry.
You're bleeding.
Oh god, help! Yeah.
We'll let Joe's tongue bleed. But anyway, Final Fantasy X. I love it on the Vita.
Yeah.
I really do. It
Looks good.
It does look nice. I mean, it's PS2 kind of upscaled, but the menus and the text look very nice for an HD upscale. I don't know. It just feels. I don't know. It's just something about the way that battle system is. It's very like patient. It's very you can kind of take as much time as you want.
Yeah.
Having it on the Vita, I don't know. It's just something. I feel like it's kind of perfect there in a way.
So if I ever play that, you're saying Vita, not PS4.
Maybe it's because I played it now I think 3 times to some capacities, that game on PS2. Mm-hmm. Maybe it's just nice to have in a handheld form, knowing that I don't need to get engaged in the story. Like I know what tropes are about to happen. I know what boss fights are coming. I know where the twists and turns are in the story. So I don't think I need to stay as emotionally invested. I don't know if I would get all of that from the Vita again, but just playing it for what I'm playing it for. The Vita version it's the international version of the game, which the American version does not have the Dark Aeons, and I think there's another boss fight that it does not have.
Interesting.
So I'm very excited it's going to take a while for me to get to these parts, but I'm very excited to go back.
Hard?
I don't know. I don't know the exact thing behind it. It's also
that happened with 6.
Did it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And 4.
Yeah, there was like an extra dungeon that they cut out entirely or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can't wait to kind of play back through that stuff I never got to play in the American version on PS2. So it's a long way away. With all the stuff coming out in March, it'll probably be something I'll revisit.
What's coming out in March? Just kidding. It's a joke.
Where to start? It's probably something I'm going to visit again later in the year when there's probably a lull. Probably shortly after E3, I'm assuming there's going to be one.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can't wait. And I forgot how awesome that opening is in that game. With that,
Everything drowns. Everything drowns. Everything drowns.
Yeah, it's such a cool opening to that game with the whole blitzball scene and everything like that. And then like you're with Aron all of a sudden, and then like something happens and you're with you don't know who it is at first, but it turns out to be Riku. And then something else happens and you find yourself with Waka, the biggest bro ever.
Man,
Fun stuff.
His voice actor, it's what's his name?
Danny Tamborelli.
George DiMaggio, I think. Voices Marcus Phoenix and Bender from Futurama.
Wait, what?
Really?
Yep, and Jake from Adventure Time.
John DiMaggio.
John DiMaggio. What did I say?
George.
John, sorry.
That's okay.
Not good with names. But yeah, same voice actor.
That's awesome.
Yep.
That's also like the time.
Yeah, no, I knew that Bender and Jake were the same.
It's like that time where I realized Nolan North was also the Penguin in Batman. I was like, oh my god.
And he's also Superboy in Young Justice.
And he's also Nolan North in everything.
That's correct.
That's true.
Also, he's also Mark Augustiniak on
Well.
the Free Cheese podcast. I'm happy you're having a little Final Fantasy Renaissance there.
Yeah, it's kind of sad. It's gonna be short lived. Maybe depending on how burned out I might get of like a Horizon or Zelda, that combination, because they're kind of similar games. Maybe be a nice kind of
Oh my God, Mark.
genre.
Come
Genre. Action, adventure, open world. Genre. Think of that. Not characters, not setting. Genre.
There's a stack of paper towels there if you need to clean up the vomit.
They are similar games in their genre. In the way that is open world. It's
You're not
kind
gonna
of
win
action
this one. Just
adventure.
move forward.
Anyway,
Move
these
forward.
similar
I get it.
games
I
might
get it.
burn me out, but this might be a
Yes.
nice change of pace for me, especially
Fair.
10 on the Vita.
Fair. That's fair. Yeah, because that you could do, at work.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Does Horizon have crafting?
I think to a degree.
Yeah.
Well, then yeah, they share that.
So I think you mine the robot dinosaurs.
Outdoor
for all the goodies.
survival.
See, I'm not saying like setting and the way they're gonna end up playing are gonna be the same, but that they're in the same
Or the overall
genre-esque.
Yeah. See, like, because like it's weird, because like at times I look at Zelda as like an action adventure game, and other times I view it as an RPG or like an action RPG rather. That's usually what I put it under.
I always look at it as like a Zelda game.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think this one's changing the formula. I don't think you can just call it the Zelda game anymore.
I think I can and I
No,
will.
you can. It's kind of going back
It's
to
got
its
Legend
roots.
of Zelda in the title. Therefore, it's a Zelda game. Matt, did you play anything else?
No, that was it.
Well,
I didn't play much this week. I did look at Bloodborne.
Yeah,
and I was
me
like,
neither.
maybe I should boot it up.
keeping with the old Final Fantasy Renaissance, I'm basically done Final Fantasy VI. I can, if I wish, right now, go to Kafka and fuck shit up.
But you want to do all the...
Doing all the weird side missions.
Yeah.
So I'm wandering. The last I left off was I'm about to get the Yeti. Yeah. He's about to join my party. So I don't know if I mentioned this on the podcast before, but Katie had this cool idea where she was going to start waking up at 5:30. Did I talk about this?
No.
I don't think it was on the podcast.
Katie had this cool idea where she just wants to start to wake up at 5:30 so
Alright.
that she can go to yoga at 6. And one night she was like, "You think I can wake up?" And I was like, "Can you? Yeah. Will you?" Nope. Not gonna happen. Not one bit. Much to my surprise, the dogs were waking me up at 5:30 as she was exiting the house, and they were upset because they didn't know why the hell she was leaving before the sun was up. So therefore, I was up at 5:30. When you wake up at 5:30, this interesting thing happens at around 9 p.m. where you're like, "Oh, it's bedtime now," because it's 9, and I've been up since 5:30.
Yeah.
So that's continued to happen for the last little few weeks.
How you feel?
Well, it's not consistent. It's only weekdays that she's waking up 5:30 because that's the only day they do the 6 a.m. yoga. And some days I will end up falling back asleep. But I'm trying to get better at actually maybe not waking up at 5:30, but like by 6 I'm up. I'm ready to get out of bed. It's nice because I have time before I go to work to like take the boys for a walk. Or I think one morning I fucking wrote a thing for the website. You know what I mean? Or I at least outlined it. And I was like, "Oh, nice. Fuck yeah, this is good. I feel good." But yeah, by the time like you're like, "All right, it's time to settle down. Grab your Vita and play some Final Fantasy VI." You're like, "Oh, no, I'm going to bed." Just fucking exhausted. I don't have time for this. So that was a lot of this week was just like, it's 8. I'm starting to get sleepy. I should get ready for bed. And then by 9:30 I'm asleep, which is stupid.
Damn.
But it's cool. However, yeah, not a lot of video games. But one of the nights I played some Final Fantasy VI. Sorry, I feel like I have a burp, but it's not happening, and I'm getting choked up.
Do you have a favorite character yet? Or
Terra.
couple? Terra still?
Terra's still up there. I don't know, like in terms of like as a party member, as someone who's valuable in terms of that, Saban's been pretty good because of his fucking rad moves that you can do.
All the Street Fighter
Just
moves?
the Street Fighter moves. We talked about this?
I think so.
A little bit.
Like, like a lot of your characters are like, fight this person, attack this person. Saban, you just do it and then you input a Street Fighter move and then that's how he attacks. And it's stupid. I fucking love it. He's good in that regard, but like character-wise, really strong with Terra. I like Mog,
Yeah.
just because he's,
Is he the one that's covered in like a cloak or whatever? Or am I thinking, or is that the little Beast Boy?
Oh, you're thinking of
that's
Gal. Yeah, Gal's fine.
Who's Mog?
He's the dude.
Is
What
he
are
like
they called? He's the
Is he like a wandering swordsman or whatever?
no. He's the Moogle.
Oh, the Moogles.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's just one Moogle named
One joined
Mog?
your party named his name. Mog.
Oh, like a permanent member?
Yeah.
Oh wow,
Yeah, or he
I
can
forgot
be.
that.
He's missable.
Oh, okay.
He's one of the missable
Oh, well,
ones.
sure, yeah, he's all right.
He's
I do like the design of the
Yeah.
Moogle. It hasn't been the same since.
Yeah, they changed him a little bit. That's kind of it. Like,
Yeah.
they're all like fine, but like a lot of them, like I wouldn't.
But
hang
nobody
out
really
with them.
stands out to you.
I wouldn't hang out with them. You know what I mean? Like, fucking Setzer with his weird casino shit. Like, I'm not into the casino thing. Like, that's good on you. Play your slot machines, friend. Throw your poker cards at enemies, but
That's better.
I'll be over here with Terra turning into an Esper and shit. That's cooler. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens when Yeti Boy joins the party soon. I forget who else. Who else is in the game? You got Edgar and Sabin, they're brothers.
Shadow.
Yeah, I lost Shadow when the world split in half. Sorry, dude.
Oh.
Yeah. I waited for him.
You said
Dude
Edgar, right?
Dude never showed up. Yeah, Edgar, he's fine.
What's the samurai guy?
Jack?
Cyan.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's fine too. He just has a weird ponytail. He looks like a guy who would like work at a fish restaurant, and like I hate fish, so like him he's just a fried food boy, and like
Fried food boy.
Yeah.
What's wrong with a good piece of fish?
Fish doesn't do it for me. Sushi fish is fine,
Who?
but like
Okay.
a fish fillet from a McDonald's. Keep
Okay,
that
all
shit,
right. Well, yeah,
right?
they can keep, yeah.
Long John Silver's? No, thank you. I'll be at KFC.
Did you ever get Go-Go?
Go.
Goku?
I think I'm on the way to Go. Let me see Go.
I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce his name.
Is it the Yeti?
No.
No.
Yeti's just Yeti.
Does he have
No,
brown
it's not
spiky
Yeti.
hair, and
It's
then
not
he
Yeti, it's like-
screams and he
It's
gets
not?
blonde hair?
The Yeti has a name.
No.
Does he also go by name Kakarot?
No.
How's a Kakarot?
Go-Go is this guy.
Oh, that old dong. No. I'm on the way to him.
I think he might be one of my favorites. He just looks really cool. It's just you don't
Definitely not Kakarot.
You really don't know what he looks like
Yeah.
or she.
No, I'm on the way there. Umaro is the name of the Yeti.
No, whatever. It's Yeti.
I think I called him Chad last night. Chad the Yeti.
Chad the Yeti.
Yeah,
I'm
like
feeling confident about that.
like you have no idea what Go-Go is. You don't even know if it's human.
Yep, I love that.
But he looks similar to
Can you show me that picture again you showed me before? Kind of reminds me of Yojimbo a little bit from Final Fantasy X.
He looks very similar. People were saying he looks very similar to Gilgamesh, which I can see that once this image loads. He just a bunch of fucking weapons. Because he's a summon.
Yojimbo has he does have like a body, like you can tell like his arms and legs and stuff, but it's just the way that art style is, I think. Like the way that his like outfit patterns are, it kind of reminds me of Yojimbo a little bit.
Strago and Realm, they're
Realm, that's who I want to ask about.
They're fine. Realm's Realm I haven't really had much experience with. Like I saved her from something burning and she's a little girl and whatever.
Every party needs one.
Yeah.
I can see what you mean about Jimbo. Yeah.
You got Locke and Celeste.
How did they advance anymore? Or is it just still like I love you?
Yeah, so far I think nothing huge.
Well, fun fact about Yojimbo. Do you know how Yojimbo plays?
No.
So he's a summon in 10,
right.
But he doesn't attack unless you pay him.
Oh yeah, okay, because he's
awesome.
a mercenary.
Yeah, he's
right.
so awesome.
Makes sense. Just reminds me of Usagi Yojimbo.
Yes.
The Shogun Rabbit.
Very true. Ninja Turtles, yo. But yeah, I should wrap that up soon, probably. I should actually. I really need.
I would
like,
do it before Friday.
Yeah, like I really want to hear your reaction on the final fight.
Yeah, me too. Maybe I'll try and like crank through
'Cause
that pretty quickly.
The artwork is amazing.
Yeah, I also like. I haven't gone back to Bayonetta, and I feel like I should because who the fuck's gonna want to turn on a Wii U after you own a Switch?
6 might make you turn.
After you own a Switch. God, that's a keyword.
6 might make you turn to it.
Turn to Bayonetta?
Just the art style alone has like a very like Castlevania feel to it. So
Sorry,
I feel like gothic witches, angels type thing.
Oh, Bayonetta?
Yeah, like,
I've been in it. No, yeah.
I know. But I just think after 6, I think you're gonna be more invested into Bayonetta. Like maybe just in that mode.
I don't know. There's a lot of excitement with Zelda. I don't know how you've been waiting Zelda.
Plus,
you wait for
Spectre of
Zelda this
Torment.
long.
Oh my god, it's been so long. Like I don't know how many moments on Free Cheese where it's just been like,
Oh yeah.
been
Do you
waiting.
remember that E3?
Huh?
Remember the E3
Yeah.
when you
that was my first.
you came over?
That was my first appearance.
Yeah, it was. It was very
It
much.
was
was.
when they announced that
You
game.
Totally reshaped the entire future the free cheese mark did.
There it is.
Sorry for the dictatorship. Okay. I'm actually the puppet master. Master. No, but yeah, that's oh my god, that fucking game.
I'm real stoked on finishing that one up. I got real stoked on another thing this week that I just keep fucking teasing myself with that I was gonna jump back into, and I finally did. Luigi Mansion 2.
Ooh.
By Luigi Mansion 2, I mean Luigi's Mansion 2. And by Luigi's Mansion 2, I mean Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon, as it's known in America.
There you go.
Stupid. Just call it fucking Luigi's Mansion 2, you know?
Yeah.
But I started from the beginning. I'm on the final stage of the first area. Because this one's kind of split up differently. It's not just one mansion.
It's a few, right?
Yeah. They set it up like more like a Mario game where you have worlds, but the worlds are different buildings. So the first one is a mansion in the traditional Luigi's Mansion style. You're going through and you're collecting pieces of the Dark Moon scattered throughout, among other things you collect. There's a lot of collectible stuff.
Right. As any kind of game like that.
But there's a new, maybe this is in the old one and I just don't remember now, and you might remember better than I, but there's a new mechanic where, yes, you have your flashlight, but there's a thing you can apply to it. You press a different button. You press A would be your flashlight to like, stop, freeze a ghost. Y will reveal a hidden object that is clouded in dark matter.
To be honest, I have never played a Luigi's Mansion game.
Oh, Christmas.
I played about 15 minutes of one.
Oh, Christmas.
Back when I worked at GameStop, I always saw it available.
Yeah.
And I just always
fucked up and didn't buy it.
Yep.
That's what it sounds like. Well, I'll tell you what, when it comes out on Switch Virtual Console, because it will.
Or just make a new one.
You gotta
launch.
You gotta believe these things and they'll happen, Matthew.
I think
I believe we were gonna have a virtual console at launch.
Have that HD Rumble pointing with the Joy-Con.
Yeah, you should play that one.
I've been wanting to.
They're fun little boys. If you want to skip the first one and get one on your 3DS, 2 is $20.
Okay,
it's not bad.
Any game at this point is just on a waiting list.
I know.
Yeah.
But
get in line.
Yeah, this one's like coming up on 5 years now or 4 years old, something like that.
Yeah.
4 or 5 years old. No need to go back to it at all, but I wanted to. It's good. I very much like it. I just like it's just such a weird setting. Like it's
a Joe game.
Yeah, it is. You're just Luigi wandering through spooky places.
That's the word, spooky.
Yeah, that's all you need.
You're a spooky guy.
The music alone, just him humming to himself, his dual scream.
He definitely has more personality than Mario.
Yeah.
Like by far.
Yeah, might be.
Because Mario's forced to be like a Mary Sue. Like
true. That I really like that game. Still, I got a little bit past where I left off before, and I'll kind of keep going even further. No,
not Friday.
Not Friday. No, of course not. I will be roaming the country looking for a Nintendo Switch. But, very good. That's going to bring us to the end of a segment we call Now Playing, and right into a segment we call The Break.
That's my favorite.
Yeah, we're going to do that when we come back. Best PlayStation Vita games of all time. Or just our favorites. Who cares? Whatever.
It's gonna be
Chainsaw.
favorites.
Favorites, yeah, that's what it is. Cool, we'll be right back. We're back from break. How's your leg?
Good.
Good.
Foot's unstuck.
All right. Last week, there was a date in that week called February 22nd, of which marked the 5-year anniversary of the PlayStation Vita in North America. I published a little thing called 5 Years of Life. I don't remember the full title of it. 5 years of life, celebrating the 5th anniversary of the PlayStation Vita. Is that what I called it?
I can find out 1 second. I don't remember.
I know. 5 years of life, celebrating the PlayStation Vita. There it is. I just wrote a little story about kind of my journey with the Vita from beginning till now and hopefully forward. But we didn't talk at all about the game. I didn't talk at all about the games in there, and we certainly haven't talked about them on this here podcast. So why don't we talk about some of the best PlayStation Vita games to boot? I'm going to start at the beginning with Escape Plan. Did you ever play? This is a Mark game.
I've never owned a Vita, so I don't have much input on this.
Some of these games on this list,
I've only touched the Vita like once.
some of these you will have played.
Make it twice.
Yep. Escape Plan is a Mark game.
Oh.
You control
I never played it.
Ibn Ab. Nope, Ibn Ab was a different game. You control
I was gonna say I know that name.
Big and Little, or
Oh, no, I think I know what you're talking about.
Sglib and Blob.
I remember seeing a trailer for. Yep.
What are they called?
This is a launch game, right?
Oh yeah, day one.
I don't know their names. I know this art.
Yep. This came from the same team that brought you Fat Princess. A very, very good puzzle game where you are controlling
Lil and Large.
Lil and Large.
Large. Okay.
Yeah,
It's spelled like
I know.
Larg.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Okay.
Yeah, but you're controlling Lil and Large, and you have to get your way through platforms, and it takes full advantage of all of the touchies of the PlayStation Vita. Your front touch, your back, your rear touch.
Ugh.
Sorry.
Oh, that's my favorite touch.
Your tilts, your tumbles,
Ugh.
your woes, your bumbles.
How about holding your camera to the light?
I don't think it had the advanced technology of Uncharted Golden Abyss, but it sure did try its damnedest. I really, really liked Escape Plan. That was a day one purchase for me. That was a day one game that I very much enjoyed.
That's neat.
Yeah, it was fun. It is on PS4 now, if you're interested. Probably pretty cheap.
Probably a lot of what you're about to say is on PS4 now.
Yeah, unfortunately, such as Super Stardust Delta was another launch game that just solid. Mark's a big fan of twin stick shooters, Matt. I don't know if you know this about him.
I am.
Super Stardust is the way to
That
go.
is a lot going on.
Yep. And to have that on Vita day one,
That
was
is like
just-
my
'cause that was one of the
one-
big ones on PS3 where I was like,
That's like the one thing that like I don't care too much for in these kind of games. Like they try to make it so distracting. Is like that's the difficulty of it. It's just trying to focus where the fuck you're at.
no, they build up. This one ramps up. It's not like you're never just thrown into it like Ikaruga or something where you're like, what the fuck?
Because even like Geometry Wars starts to do that, and
Yeah, no. This it very much starts where it's like, oh, there's a couple of things I gotta shoot. This is boring. Oh
Yeah.
god, it's suddenly not boring.
I mean it looks cool. It's very colorful.
Yeah, I like that one. Another day, yeah.
I mean the fucking like cover art right here or whatever this is.
That's busy. It's a little busy.
It's just a bunch of SpaghettiOs. Like
I mean, what else do you want in a game? Another day one launch was Tales from Space Mutant Blobs Attack.
What?
Yep. This one from the studio who would later bring you the likes of Guacamelee. Tales from Space, Mutant Blobs Attack. Again, taking advantage of like the Vita accelerometer and touch screens. Touchpad on the back.
Oh yeah, very Guacamelee art style.
That one was just fun. Like it was like that one was I think $7.99 day one, and it was like, yeah, why the fuck wouldn't I buy this for $7.99? And it turned out to be like one of my favorite games at launch. It was really, really good. What did we have? I'm looking through my list here. I think that might have been all the day one stuff.
It actually had a decent launch.
It did. It wasn't the best, but like
it's tough to launch like the perfect library.
Yeah, but it was. I had fun. Mod Nation Racers was also day one. I didn't put that on this list of like the best games ever, just because load times.
Honestly, I heard the load times are awful, but besides that, I heard it was decent.
I mean, like if you told me tomorrow, dude, I just bought Mod Nation Racers Road Trip, I would re-download it to my Vita and we would play all the time together. Did you ever play Mod Nation, Mark?
Yes.
Yeah.
Chris and I played it.
Good, because that's another.
That was pretty neat from what I played.
The
all the different skins you could download from users.
It was ridiculous.
Yeah, like you could pretty much find anything.
It did not matter what you wanted to be or who you wanted to become. If you wanted to be a Sonic boy, you could be all of the Sonic boys that ever existed. Just whatever.
Could I have been Crash?
Yeah.
Great.
It's the one.
It's all any game needs. If you can be Crash, I'm in.
Tell you what you couldn't have been Crash in was PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale for the PlayStation Vita.
Yeah, remember that?
Fuck.
Which I put on this list of some of the best games on Vita because PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale did it before Nintendo. They put this game on a handheld platform and it fucking worked. Not only did it fucking work, but day one, I was on
Cross-Buy, right?
Cross-Buy. I was on my college campus with butthole Wi-Fi on campus, sitting in the middle of fucking nowhere, right? Like in the middle of the campus, not in a dorm, no, just out and about in the street, playing with other people remotely from the Vita.
Damn.
When I got home and we were all playing at my house, did not have enough controllers to accommodate all of my guests who were playing.
You switched to Vita.
Popped in my Vita. I was able to play. I could, if I wanted to, hold it in my hand and look at it, but I just watched the TV and played with the Vita in my hand. No fucking problem. Still wrecked shit. It was the Wii U before the Wii U, I tell you.
I would argue it's better than the Wii U, but okay.
It's different than the Wii U. Let's put it that. We'll call it even. PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale, like that was just such an impressive game. At that time, like to have a game like that on that console, now we've got Smash on 3DS and now we're a couple of days away from having a Nintendo Switch that just takes all of our console games everywhere. Yeah, but this was really like pushing the bar.
Huh.
In addition to pushing the bar. Little Big Planet PlayStation Vita, I think is the best version of Little Big Planet to date.
Can never get into that game.
Play it on Vita. I'm serious. Like I know that you joined the Vita game.
I did.
A little bit later
by what I say about it.
No. But we've talked about it, and like so you missed like the hype of a lot of this shit building up.
I came to this when it was already on its own deserted, buried island.
Yeah, but
the ET
Little Big Planet on Vita is like you've got all of the costumes from 1 and 2. You have all of the user-generated levels from 1 and 2, plus a fucking stellar campaign.
That's cool.
Mark's got a face.
You're looking at Crash?
No, there's a game I really want to play on Vita, though. And it's not even on your list that you mentioned, and how dare you.
Let me see it, and I'll tell you why it's not on my list.
Tearaway.
Yeah.
That looks amazing.
It is really good. It is really, really, really good. I didn't put it on the list. I don't know why.
The way your fingers interact with the level and the puzzle platform and customize.
So I have
it's crafty looking.
Bad news for you. You do have a PlayStation TV, which a lot of these games are compatible with that.
Yeah, but that game has
Tearaway is not one.
because of the touch.
You can get Tearaway Unfolded, where they remade the game for PlayStation 4.
You can use it at touchpad.
And you can
finally.
use the yeah.
I don't know how effective it is. Can't speak to that, but
You play it with the
I'll
regular
play it.
controller
I'll
on
play it.
PS4. I really like that game. Was really something. You're right. That needs to go on the list.
That's a Mark game.
But that game did something really special with you,
that
the player.
I know that came out to a lot of hype. That had a lot of expectations.
Because it was just like Media Molecule was like, "Yo, we're making a game on Vita, and we're not fucking around." Like that's, I think,
It's crafty as hell looking.
that was their coming out party from Little Big Planet, right?
right. And it was like, "Hey, we're making something for PlayStation 4, but in the meantime, look at this cool thing we're doing here." I think that is really ultimately the fall of the Vita, and what I really, really, really hope that PlayStation's learned from, but ultimately Nintendo has learned from with the Switch, is that you need to get your big guys on this thing. This can't be, it can be a place for niche games, JRPGs,
Yeah.
classic games,
I like
but it
that
also
it's,
needs to be a thing where your A studios are developing for this. And Tearaway was a prime example of that, where like they fucking brought it with Tearaway. God, Media Molecule.
Like that's like perfect for this.
Yeah, it's so good. Plus,
It's all cute and condensed. And
Gorilla. Speaking of Gorilla, right? They did Killzone Mercenary on Vita, and it's a fucking great Killzone game, and it's
I
on
think I did
Vita.
play that.
I need to get to that. I never played it. I need like first person shooter. Finally.
Yeah.
No,
Stay
never
the
mind.
fuck away
I'm-
from Resistance and Call of
That's
Duty.
the one I played.
You played Burning Skies on here?
Ooh.
The third, the top down looking.
Oh, that
game
was No, that was
wasn't it?
that was
no, that was Killzone.
that was Killzone Liberation
Yeah.
on PSP.
Oh, that's what I played.
Yeah, that one's supposed to be good though. Like it's a departure from
alright.
the first-person shooter series, but
Yeah,
still good.
it's okay.
Um,
Yeah, I only had a PSP. I never had a Vita. 2000 model. Top two.
I would see if you can get your hands on a Vita for cheap. At this point, I really fucking love this system. A couple more examples of why coming up. And you tell me if I'm just being stupid by rambling on all this shit, and if I should stop talking. But I'm like,
I can't stop you. That's the thing.
That's
like
fair.
I can't speak to it.
Yeah,
a lot of it
no,
is,
but
and
see-
it's bad as a Vita owner. But
From
yeah,
what I'm seeing, like, a lot of it is just like ports.
I'm gonna challenge you on that.
I mean, okay, not ports, but like these are games that are on multiple platforms, and there's no real difference.
At this point, they are. But when I had played them, a lot of these were starting here.
Oh, were they?
or day one.
like,
Right.
like,
Both.
like, are there like big like exclusive differences on this platform compared to other ones? Like, for
Give me an example.
Okay, Ali Ali.
Ali Ali. I want to say it might have been on PS3 and Vita day one, like first launch,
Right.
maybe.
Okay.
And no big differences in terms of that. Why I like it on Vita so much is that I fucked this game up because of Vita. Because on Vita, like it just felt so right. Like it was the perfect game.
Was it the
for
way
Vita.
like how to
Oh my
how the buttons are placed
Everything.
and
Just
how it controls?
So good. It felt like it was designed with Vita in mind.
Yeah, because like people don't really factor that in when it comes to games.
Yeah,
but
no.
it's like, oh yeah, I can get it on this platform. So like, what's it matter? But it's like it's the way it handles.
Yeah, no.
You know what I
and
mean? It's like picking out a car. Like
This
yeah,
one
there's all
and-
cars, but some handle better than others,
it's
and that
so
adds
good.
to the experience
Yeah.
of you playing the game.
And I remember Ali Ali specifically. I remember my mom had to go do a thing. I don't know if she had surgery or something, but I drove her somewhere and I was trapped in a waiting room for a while. And I took my Vita with Ali Ali, and I just sat there trying to get perfects on every level. And God damn it, man, what a game. Same with just below that on the list, Hotline Miami. I don't mean below in any. I just mean like physically what I wrote. Hotline Miami.
I mean, that
Can't.
wasn't first on Vita.
It was not first on Vita, but it is best on Vita, and I will die fighting that.
Okay.
Fuck a
One-
mouse.
You can use, if I
All
remember
right.
right,
Now you're making bold statements.
can you use the touchscreen to kind of drag ahead and scout the level? Or
Yes.
was that yes?
Yes,
That's,
you can-
that
you
was
can-
the one
you can use that,
feature the
peek
touchscreen I
around.
really liked.
It's just I find it a lot easier just to hold and shift and just use my mouse.
What I liked about it was just I could click square, and then it would auto lock, and I could just.
I can just aim whoever I want instead of hitting square to rotate targets. You just mouse
Fair.
wheel click and whoever you want.
Fair.
Some of us didn't have a PC that could even run that game.
I mean,
so.
I played this on PS4. Your PC could not run Hotline Miami.
I have a 2007 white MacBook.
Still, this is like a...
Oh, trust me.
This
I'm not running anything on that. I barely ran FTL.
Yeah.
I'm saying that game doesn't require much. But, I mean, I beat this on PS4 as well. And it took a while to get used to those controls. But I can
Vita,
do it now.
Yeah. Something about Vita felt really, really good for that one.
I just move a lot quicker with the mouse and keyboard.
I ultimately beat it on PS3, but I played Hotline Miami on Vita. And I agree with you.
Yeah, I love the way it feels in there. Same with Spelunky. That one.
Well, that's
like
your game.
Spelunky became my game for just so many times, so many months, and it was all because of the Vita. I played the shit out of Spelunky on Vita. I remember the PlayStation Blogcast. Nick Sutner, formerly of PlayStation, now he's at Oculus, I think. He was like, "Oh yeah, Spelunky's coming," and I was like, "Spelunky, why have I never heard of this? What is this?" Nick seems very excited about it. Whenever he talks about a game, I should be excited. And I looked it up, and I was like, "Rad! When? Why?" And I started counting down the days, and then it finally fucking came out, and I just would not stop. It was like just the most addictive thing. It was so cool. And then we got to interview Andy Hall, the guy who helped bring that one to life. Super cool. Scanning through here. Guacamelee. Well, wait, Fez.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, is there any real difference?
There isn't, but again, like,
It's one of those things where a lot of this stuff on this list is cross-buys. Like,
that was
why
another
not?
big thing to it, too, was like Spelunky, Fez.
So a lot of these were probably exclusive at some point.
You have to be careful with some of these because I know some of them got like a PS4 kind of like up-res remaster.
Right.
And you had to rebuy that, like Guacamelee. I can't
right.
play on my Vita because I have the free PS Plus version for PS4.
Right.
So I kind of got screwed there, like the Ultimate Championship Edition or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, a lot of this stuff, like Ali, Hotline Miami, like the reason why I kind of dabbled with it on the Vita was because I owned it on PS3. And I was like, why
came to Vita.
not?
Yeah.
I have all this stuff to play. Why not?
All of these, I remember, I just, like... Fez was another one where like it was cross save, so I could come home, I could turn on my PS4, play it on the huge screen, but then upload the cloud save, go to work, go to wherever, and have it on the go. It was super cool. Again, like some of these, like when I ultimately publish a list on the website of like our favorite games, like not everything here is going to make the final cut, but like I really just like the idea, like. What Switch is about to do is what Vita started 5 years ago, in my opinion. Guacamelee, from the folks who brought you Tales from Space Mutant Bob's Attack. Just a rad fucking Metroidvania with...
I love Guacamelee.
Yeah.
So the majority is just like, it's indie games.
I'm saving the heavy hitters.
Yeah. No, I can see which ones are the heavy hitters.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, there's no problem. I'm just observing. Like, I like this list. I think it's pretty good.
We had Shovel Knight. I'll just throw that one in there. That one.
That's where this is where I'm going to play Shovel Knight.
Yeah. Obviously, I played it and loved it on 3DS and Wii U first. But when they announced this at PSX that December, I was like screaming. Yeah. I remember.
I only bought the Wii U version for the exclusive amiibo and physical copy.
Yep.
But I already owned it on 3DS, so that's my main platform.
Yeah. Well, this when they announced it, I was like, "Holy shit!" And there's I don't care about Kratos, but that's so cool they were doing that.
Kratos. Yeah.
Right.
The Battletoads one was cool too.
That was really cool. Yeah. They did some cool shit with Shovel Knight. I don't think they're done doing cool shit with Shovel Knight, but that having it on Vita, just fucking cool. Getting into a little bit of the. Well, I guess one more on this list that was not... a couple more. Sorry. Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transformed. By no means was this the only platform this game came out on. Damn it if it wasn't one of the best. Like
more like Danica Patrick and All-Stars Racing.
Oh, yeah. Sanica Patrick. This...
Oh my God.
This game was... where Mod Nation failed me, just because like it really did take a long time to get into a race in Mod Nation, like an unbearable.
It was
amount
also
of
like a
time.
bare bones kart racer.
Yeah,
because its forte was the customization.
The customization,
yeah,
right?
level
Which was super
design.
cool, but just
Yeah, it's like a little big planet with go karts.
right.
But Crash Team Racing 2 should be a thing.
Sonic Boys.
It's not fucking Crash.
Two Z's. This one, it just felt really, really good on Vita, and I damn near platinumed this game on Vita.
Does that have like a gyroscope steering?
I don't know. I didn't try.
I don't know if that was even a feature.
And I don't know if
I figured
it is.
it would be.
It maybe, but this one this came out a little bit into the Vita's life cycle, but it was like, man, like I didn't have a 3DS yet to play Mario Kart 7, so this was my Mario Kart 7, and holy shit, was it a good Mario Kart 7? Because this game's already rivals Mario Kart in so many ways. Like Sumo, the stuff they do with this game in some ways is better than Mario Kart, but having it on Vita just. It looks good. It plays really good. It sounds really good.
Yep, I agree.
And then the Pinball Arcade as well, which we talked a little bit. Matt and I did a retro spotlight on the Black Box NES game Pinball. We talked a little bit about the Pinball Arcade, and I've talked about it on the podcast here and there. The Pinball Arcade, specifically the Vita version, taught me what pinball is and how there's an actual game to every board that I was completely unaware of. Like there's all of those ramps aren't just for fun, kids. There's like objectives and things. And the Pinball Arcade on Vita, and in all iterations, right? But the Vita one, just having this again anywhere I was, didn't matter. I wasn't bound to a TV. I could lie in bed and do this. I could take it to work and do this. I could be on a rooftop with Karen if I wanted to be. But being able to open it up, pour through the pinball manuals, and just like really get to know these tables, you know.
Yeah, I think that's something I would appreciate.
I really got to know Bride of Pinbot. I'm gonna bring my voice back up. Sorry. Yeah, and just perfect. It felt so good, like flicking the L and R triggers as the flippers, just like so good, so good.
Oh yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. Now, in terms of some Vita exclusives, and stuff that really got the juices flowing. You had there was a game called Frobisher Says, which was a real goofy, like almost like a WarioWare. As a matter of fact, if I still have it on my Vita, before you leave tonight, you should play a couple rounds of it.
I'm listening.
So Frobisher Says was made by Honey Slug, which was it is
I love that.
yeah, Ricky Haggett and Dick Hogg.
Loving these names.
Two great names, two great guys teamed up. Honey Slug made Frobisher Says, super cool WarioWare style game on Vita. They follow it up with Hohokum, and Hohokum is
yeah, that's yeah.
Hohokum. The way that they described Hohokum was that it is Nokia Snake meets Schindler's List.
Okay.
It just
But
it just keeps getting better.
I don't remember that game from Frobisher. That might have been the free DLC. However,
I mean, I ain't complaining. That looks cool though.
Yeah, it's really really good. Hohokum is basically like you're playing Snake, right? Like the more you go, the longer this thing is. But it's just like it's perfectly balanced with the music. Like as you explore, like new things unfold, and I
like the art style.
Hohokum is part of that re-release thing they're doing.
What's that?
The Vita ports, the PS4, Patapon.
Oh, you're thinking of Loco Roco.
Oh, fuck. Sorry.
Hohokum's already on PS4. If you want to play it, you can. But this one was one where like I was like enamored with this on Vita. I think more so Frobisher Says like is a good Vita game just because of what it incorporated. But Hohokum from them, like just a really special, pretty cool game. Which brings us to. Sorry, I'm scanning through. I'm saving like some of the like my favorite ones. I'm like, let's talk Velocity 2X. Did you play this one?
I played a PS4 a little bit. Not too much.
Velocity 2. So I played Velocity when it was a PSP Mini, right?
Yep.
Or a PlayStation Mini. Wasn't just PSP. Just PlayStation Mini.
Yeah.
PlayStation Minis were these games that were meant to be like less than 100 megabytes.
I don't know the rule, but
small,
yeah.
super small. And Velocity was just this like fucking cool space, like top-down shooter that had fantastic music, super fast gameplay, and this really really cool warp mechanic.
Top-down?
Yeah,
Looks like side-scroller.
Velocity?
Yeah.
Let me see what you're looking at. Let me take a look.
Maybe it's the first one.
Oh, yeah. So, Velocity...
The first one looks like a Metroid.
Okay. Velocity is the top-down one. Yeah. That's Velocity 2X.
Yeah, that's side-scrolling.
Wait for it.
So is there a top-down thing?
Wait for it.
So there was Velocity, followed by a remake of the PlayStation Mini for the Vita called Velocity Ultra. Velocity Ultra was that same game, just super high-res art. They redid everything from the ground up, and it was same game, top-down shooter, blah, blah, blah.
I think I see it.
Velocity 2X, which is what we're talking about here. Same type of top-down, super fast, awesome warp mechanic, murder everything, top-down shooter, except you reach certain checkpoints where you park the vehicle, jump out, and you are running Zero Suit Samus style, blasting shit.
You know, I always got this name confused with Gravity Rush.
Which brings us to another game on our list. Gravity Rush, another stellar.
Both of these names sound like racing games.
Yeah, they do. And neither of them are.
Especially not Gravity Rush.
Right. Gravity Rush, got that one on the old PlayStation. I got this one. I was really excited about Gravity Rush because it was like, whoa, cool, an action game on Vita that's like big AAA style.
Yep.
Didn't buy it. It ended up hitting for free for PlayStation Plus.
Yeah, I got that.
No,
I bought it during the sale. I think.
Yeah. This one was the one on
never
Vita,
mind.
and it hit like the first year of Vita being.
I don't remember
it was like June 2013, something like that.
Soonish, yeah.
So I grabbed that, played that, loved that game. Like the story was cool, the gravity mechanics were really cool. Like having the Vita in your hand and being able to just kind of like tilt subtly and move cat around, like really really fun. We talked about this at our Game of the Year show. Like I don't know how it translated to PS4 with the tilt stuff, but like on Vita that was so good.
I think you have the option.
Yeah,
It's not mandatory
that makes sense.
because you can just use the right stick if you want.
Makes sense.
So I played a little bit of that one. I started playing it when I first got the Vita, and there was so much stuff I kind of wanted to get to. I played it for like an hour or two. Like, I know what this is. This is cool. I'll come back to it eventually. I never did.
Nah, it was a good one.
I can see why people like it. I can see myself kind of getting invested into it. I just kind of have to. I probably have to restart at this point from what I did.
I might buy it on PS4 eventually and just play through both of them back to back. Maybe we'll see. But the big one that like day one when they first started showing off the Vita, and I was like, this looks fucking cool. And the one that like I was so stoked for it to be a launch game, and it wasn't a launch game. It didn't come out until August. Was Sound Shapes. Which
Is this Double Fine?
no,
No.
this is Queasy Games.
Queasy Games.
Previously made Everyday Shooter. These are all Mark games. Like, I might even... Can you gift games on PlayStation Network? Because I might just buy you Sound Shapes
You're
right
assuming
now.
the best of a network that doesn't even work half the time.
Fair. But I will... Yeah, okay, right? Mark found the Maple Leaf avatar. Sound Shapes, ready, Mark? It is a platformer that you build based around the music that you write. So... You come up with a song and you throw nodes on the board. You then create your stage based around the music. Or you might create the music based on, it's like a level editor.
Seeing a lot of Dead Mouse.
So there's a campaign, so to speak, where there were 5 worlds.
And
one was a Dead Mouse world.
Beck.
One was Beck. One was Jim Guthrie, who did Super Brothers.
Oh, okay. I played the alpha of that.
I might be off, something like that. But yeah, there were like these 4 or 5 main things in the campaign. Really good stuff, like really good music, and the way they cut everything together works really, really well. And then from there, you've got the level editor that you can make your own stuff and upload, which then at launch, like, it was very basic. Like, you had to upload and then you'd find random ones, and that was kind of it. They then turned it into a thing called the Milk Crate Collection, where they would bring in people to curate albums. So Shuhei Yoshida of PlayStation, Scott Rhodey of PlayStation as well. Like, they got way into this fucking game. So they have their own curated lists in the curator section, as well as like Jim Guthrie. They brought him in and had him do one. A couple other people like went through and curated all these things. Huh. What's your face doing?
I'm watching the trailer.
Oh yeah, I want you to. I'm gonna make you play my level before you leave tonight.
Like the way it transitions between screens reminds me of I Want to Be the Guy. It's just very instant. Like
yeah. It's just really cool, and they've since added like curve packs. They've added like vehicles to it where you can drive vehicles. Like, there's all of these cool customizations, and like the music stuff in this is so cool. I played this. I remember I took a bus to New York and I played this on the way there, and I platinumed it while we were on the way there. I finished the game. I think that was my fastest platinum.
I think it was an easy plat. It wasn't like an easy like.
It had some challenge to it, but
isn't there like a DLC, and every DLC has more trophies, and you just kind of easily fly along there.
And you just, once you do it, you sync your cloud save, jump on every platform, and you can. Yeah, it's pretty easy to do that. But
it's actually a triple platform or platinum now, right?
Yeah,
it's crazy.
But the platinum itself was a little challenging to get initially. Once you get it, you can sync super easily. But I got that one, like, I think it was, like, within 12 hours or something stupid. Like, I had the platinum trophy. And I had to bust my ass for it. But after I had finished that and finished, like, the actual stuff, then I spent the rest of the bus ride just making the level. And super cool.
Yeah, I like the fact that these games are playable on like, a handheld. And it makes me, like, look at my 3DS very differently.
Yeah.
Like, ew.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's bad.
I know.
But yeah, I mean, like, because I mean, it'd be cool to play like a lot of these indie games or whatever, especially Tearaway. I really want to play Tearaway now.
You want to look into one of these.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what you can buy them used for, or if there's any, like, I almost bought you one recently because there was, like. You could also
play Mega Man Legends on here.
I know.
And Final Fantasy IV, the complete edition.
No, there was a thing recently where, like, random targets were marking them down to, like, $50 or something. And
but is there, like, a certain, like, model that's better?
You can pros and cons list, kind of like.
I'm gonna say this: grass is always greener. Just get a fucking Vita, right? I love mine, but when I hold Matt's, I'm like, God damn, this thing is light. But when he looks at mine, he's like, Damn, these blacks are dark.
Yes,
because I have an OLED screen.
Yeah, like I mean, the two most important things to me is display and controls.
I would say the thing kind of comparing mine to his. Mine takes a micro USB, so it's a little bit more universally charged than his proprietary charger. And then 2, I like the fact that I have a little bit more room on the back for my hand and not interfere with the touchpad. Mm-hmm. He doesn't have quite as much room.
Mm-hmm. I'll have to hold them both in.
I'll grab them from the office before we leave.
Yeah, but that charger, I didn't not realizing how much I can just kind of charge anywhere. That kind of helps a lot.
Yeah, you're not wrong. I didn't mean to kind of ramble through a whole list of bullshit there, but it kind of worked out. I love the PlayStation Vita, and I wish more people loved the PlayStation Vita, and I hope...
Yeah, I'm kind of sad that I kind of missed out on it when it was still alive.
I missed out on it.
I hope that patent from last week is a real thing, and we get a second chance, and I hope that it doesn't get fucked.
And I also hope a lot of these are also available on Switch.
There's a chance.
It seems like it would be because I'm hearing just how, easy it is to develop on that.
Oh, yeah. A lot of the stuff that's on here is... most of this has made its way to PlayStation 4.
I also just like that it has built-in 2 joysticks, and it took the DS
Dude,
for fucking ever. Now it's just a little tiny nub. It works, but like a little tiny nub. But it's like most games don't even use it.
No.
So it's like,
no, this was like the fucking future. This was
yeah.
when they announced this. It was like, are you kidding me? And then they were like, it's
That's just what I get for being.
You're like, holy crap! And then like 2 weeks before it came out, you're like, oh, that memory
oh,
card.
the memory card is
It's like
$1,600.
for 2 gigabytes.
That's what I get for being a little Zelda bitch.
No,
I got to the party late. I was overwhelmed, and you probably don't realize how much stuff you have for it until you start going through your purchase list, and you're like, "Oh my god, I can download this! Oh my god,
pretty much everything that I have already on my PlayStation TV, I'm sure I can play on.
Yeah,
I am gonna if what we've done hasn't already sold you, I'm gonna sell you right now. There's a game by Square Enix called Army Corps of Hell.
Army Corps of Hell.
Yeah. Do you want to know what it is? It's by one of the guys who worked on Pikmin, who basically made Pikmin in Hell. You control little demon boys, and you throw them at large demon boys to kill them. Army Corps of Hell.
That is a Joe game.
Yeah, I have yet to buy it because it was like always full price, and I was like, I'm not paying full price.
Is it like the full price?
They're
30?
just goblins.
No, it was like 40.
Oh,
and it wasn't
full
that
price.
like lengthy of a game for me to jump all the way in. But now it's been marked
Yeah,
down.
it's Pikmin as fuck.
Yeah, dude. It's Pikmin with
I'll
demons.
just zoom it. There you go.
Yep. Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Let me see it again. It's been a while since I've looked at it. I just remember like that game came out and I was like, fuck yeah.
Yeah, that's a Joe game.
Yep. Vita, hell of a fucking platform. I've still got shit to play on it. Still playing it. Daily.
You can see their little goblin butts.
See, I don't play it as much as you.
You all
This kind of
too.
reminds me of Overlord.
I play it, but I don't play it as much. When I'm home, I'm on my PlayStation.
See, I think the thing that the luxury I've had with the Vita is the fact that I'm in this what do you call it?
Home.
Domesticated partnership.
Okay. Oh, that. Okay.
Where we are pretty much tethered to each other within the house. So yeah, we're kind of always. It's like it's hard to do console games unless I'm like, bye. I'm gonna go to play this alone. See you later. Or she's at work or out or whatever. But usually it's just us rewatching the same episodes of My Name Is Earl and over and over again.
I don't have that domestic partnership. So
yeah, like I played a lot more.
I just go upstairs and play on the PlayStation.
A lot of mine ends up being Vita or 3DS on the couch while we watch something together or whatever. So
I'll be a little remiss not to mention the fucking marathon session I have on my Vita in Castlevania.
Yeah, dude.
That was a fun little week. I think what was it? A week I beat that goddamn game.
Yeah, it was not long at all.
Crazy.
And you went all upside down and everything.
Yeah.
Matt, you got any games to add to my little list here?
I don't like yours as far as quality probably beats like what I've actually played on my Vita. I can start off what I've been playing on it lately. Final Fantasy X. That 2 hours I've played of it, it just feels phenomenal. And the added little like touch thing. So, I forget. It's like a quick heal thing. I think if like right after a battle you can like go on the touchscreen. I think pull to the right and it brings out like a quick heal and it gives you options of like use potions, use magic, and it's kind of like auto heals your party without you digging through menus. Cool. And then like if you're playing as Yuna mid battle, you can pull. I just played this part. I just gave me the tutorial for it. You can pull left and you can change the summoning animation to a normal one or a short one, which some of those summons take not forever, not quite as long as some of the ones in 7, but they can take a while, and it's kind of annoying after you keep seeing them over and over again. So like that kind of stuff is pretty cool, but I don't know. I just really like 10 on that in this console. As the Uncharted person, I have to bring it up that Uncharted is kind of a disappointment on the Vita.
It was, yeah.
Gameplay's never.
It's the only Uncharted I've never finished.
Same.
Yeah.
Same. I'm like towards the end too, and I can't do it. And like Uncharted's 4 does gameplay in a very good way, and that like gameplay alone in that game would make me come back to it, let alone this awesome story on many different levels. But usually like 1 through 3, the gameplay's fine, like it works, and then like the story though, the action cinematic,
that's what carries you.
Yeah, exactly. That never happened in Golden Abyss. I never had that moment like, oh, let's buckle in.
Yeah.
Let's go for a ride with Nate and Sully. It never happened. And, I'm probably 3/4 of the way through the game, and it just...
Can't do it.
I can't find myself to do it. The banter is there between Nate and Sully. Everything's there except for that awesome cinematic moment to keep me going. I played a lot of Rogue Legacy. I kind of talk about...
Oh, yeah. I played, another one.
I would say Rogue Legacy is I played a lot of it. What was it, PS3 or PS4? I can't remember which one I played it now. But I played a lot of it on that console, and then I got my Vita, and then I just found myself kind of just picking up right where I left off and playing a lot of it again on Vita. And just something about that game, something about like a Metroidvania-esque game, or that type of genre on the Vita. And I don't know, it just feels like it's a match made in heaven for me. That's why I think Castlevania played so well in the Vita for me. Just crazy.
Good.
Yeah. Just like a lot of this is just like the cross-platform stuff. Like Darkest Dungeon, I dabbled a little bit with it on the Vita.
Right.
There's some control issues in my opinion, but like it's not one of those games where you need to rush your decision making. You can kind of take your time. So if you kind of fuck up a button, it's not that big of a deal. I know the PS4 version is superior in every single way, but I did play some Resogun on Vita.
Yeah, it was good on Vita.
Yeah, I did not hate it at all, and I kind of like double dipped in trophies a little bit.
Yeah,
I could never get a platinum in that game, but it was just nice knowing I could get a couple trophies here and there.
As well.
I revisited one of my favorite gaming franchises. I played it the first one a lot. Get Jak and Daxter.
I fucking bought this thinking my PlayStation TV could play it.
Play what?
What?
The Jak collection.
Really? It can't?
It can?
Nope.
Oh no. Why not?
It just doesn't.
I just like it doesn't utilize like any of the.
I bought the Vita version, and
the only thing it does is the touchpad brings up like the.
It's just one of the few.
The UI where it tells you how many orbs you have and like that kind of stuff. Not even like the menu, just like the brief little like it just pops into the screen that goes away. That's weird. That's disappointing.
Weird. It's also weird navigating a Vita menu with a DualShock 4 controller.
It sure is.
It's annoying.
Yeah.
Ugh. Yeah, the Jak and Daxter definitely probably inferior to the actual PlayStation 3 version of that as far as the frame rate goes.
The fact that you have it in your hands.
That's kind of cool, though.
Cool.
And I have to give a shout out to something I didn't get far into, but I'm definitely going to revisit it, especially now that we have a release date for 3, Danganronpa.
Yeah, I never.
Cool little visual novel game. That's another type of genre that lives right at home on the Vita, I think. Yeah, that's just a crazy fucking story. A mass killer teddy bear locks you into a high school with a group of kids, and with this crazy, hey, the person to kill someone and gets away with it is free, and everyone else dies, and then this crazy Ace or Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney mini game happens. It's so bizarre, but so much fun. I played I think 2 of the trials, and just. It's awesome.
I should go back to that one. Never touched it.
You say that's those are that's still a hefty price.
Yeah.
I'm hoping maybe for well, it's about to release for PS4, isn't it? 1 and 2?
I don't know.
I think.
That's a video game for me.
Oh yeah, but yeah, I think maybe we'll see a sale because of the re-release.
Maybe.
But yeah, like I said, I didn't quite play the stuff you played, and it's a lot of that stuff I do want to get to at some point. But yeah, what I spent on my time with the Vita just with these games, man, like, I love this thing.
Yeah, dude. It is a fantastic little piece of hardware.
And let's not forget the amount of times I probably remoted into my PlayStation from work, from my living room, watching a baseball game, like, with my sister and my parents, like...
Yeah.
All that crazy stuff. Like, I use it more than I probably think I do, and the amount of games I play, but... That remote play feature, man.
That was so good.
Awesome.
Because it was kind of there with the PlayStation 3 with certain games, but it just didn't really work.
I had a PlayStation 4 when I got this, so I never had to use it.
They did it with PSP and PS3. You could do it, but it was only with certain games. So like Lego Batman 1 on PS3. You could do it from PSP to PS3. And it was really cool when you got it to work, but then it was like, this sucks also. And then the Vita, like, they tried it with PS3 with certain things. Yeah. And, like, certain things would kind of work, but not really. And then PS4 just having it built in from the ground up, like it was like, God, why is this not a thing?
Something that makes total sense on the remote play Vita. You're probably gonna hate this. Fallout 4.
No,
It's
yeah.
I know you just hate to mention in that game because what it did to the website and how it won Game of the Year and all that stuff. But anyway,
sorry, weird. Oh God, that weird. Did you hear that, Mark?
that grenade went
That
off
high
again.
pitch. Yeah.
That frequency.
Yeah, dude, not playing the story missions because I want that console experience for that or the PC.
No, but just wandering the
preferably.
wasteland.
But yeah, exactly. Wandering the wasteland, run into Mirelurks and running away from them instantly.
Yeah.
A lot of fun.
Even I know that you were doing a lot of remote play with Bloodborne, just wandering and blood valve farming.
I didn't do that on the Vita. That was a laptop thing.
Yeah, but still, the idea of being able to just
that the touchpad, that being like an R1, that just makes me
I did
mad.
it with Doom last year, and Doom is fucking.
I tried playing the demo with Doom, and it didn't. I couldn't
so
do it.
good on remote play.
I think it was something about the analog sticks. I couldn't get used to them jumping back and forth.
It was a little weird, but it was so fucking good. The only thing I wished at that point was that I could go full Splatoon and just do a little bit of a nudge to get. Yeah, PlayStation Vita, hell of a thing. If you have some favorite PlayStation Vita memories, please email them to us, podcast@thefreecheese.com, and we will read those next week's episode or any subsequent episodes. I will always take Vita love on this podcast because
I
would take it. Doesn't get much from Sony.
I think I might look into a Japanese one.
Yeah, dude, all
the pink one,
the colors,
the white one,
the white.
Okay.
I knew the white. I was just on Amazon looking at how much they are right now. That one's $193 US.
That
or
one's
the
a
other
slim,
for
right?
$250, or get a white one with a light blue outside to it. Nice little.
Isn't
light
that
blue
one of the
trim.
newer colors? Didn't they come out with newer colors?
Yeah, they
not
keep
too
coming
long?
out with new colors in Japan.
But
Yeah.
no games.
Region free.
Means Mother 3.
Not at launch.
That's what I like about those.
The interesting thing about the PlayStation Vita is that they could keep this thing going,
Yeah.
right? Like, you don't have to keep making games. You can sell, stop fucking around, because, I don't know if you noticed, but the fucking store on that thing is atrocious. It just, sometimes
It crashes all the time.
it crashes.
Yeah.
If
There's
it goes to
always,
your download list, the thing crashes.
missing images in the middle of
The PlayStation Store sucks on, especially the mobile app.
Yeah. Oh, God. You can't even.
I hate that browser.
But,
Once again, the network itself is a mess. Let's not expect too much from it.
But if they could just have indie devs continue to port shit to Vita, even if no one does, and it just continues to be a platform that exists with just what's there, it's still really good. You could sustain that for years. Problem is, I don't know if they will.
Yeah.
Let's just cut the memory card prices in half, and you got yourself a real intriguing deal.
Boy.
Yeah. Did you ever buy one?
Nope.
Yeah.
I do have an 8 gig though.
Ooh.
Good.
Oh, okay,
good,
that
good.
works. Yeah, you'll be fine.
I'm good with what I'm playing on there. So.
Yeah.
So I think the biggest game I have on there is 10.
Get my Mega Man Legends fix.
Yep.
10 when I bought that remaster, try to sneak X2 on there. I was like, nope, get the fuck out of here. Fucking dressing game. God.
I was looking at the
dumb.
orange one. I was like, that doesn't look good in person.
Mm.
I was like, red, too edgy.
True.
Blue is too blue, which is the only one I made stateside.
It's red. Damn, I thought it was gonna be orange.
So yeah.
Oh, belt buckle. That's orange. There it is.
Boom. Yeah.
Or get
PlayStation Vita.
a special edition one maybe.
Well, to transition from the PlayStation Vita to the future of the PlayStation Vita, we're going to take a quick break, come back and talk all about not even the Nintendo Switch, but what comes after the Nintendo Switch. We'll be right back. Welcome back to this episode. We did a question of the week this week, as we do every week, and that question was, what questions do you still have about Nintendo Switch? You can go read that on thefreecheese.com. However, I'm more curious on this podcast to find out, what do you guys think Nintendo is going to do after Nintendo Switch?
I can't even think that far.
Come on, Mark.
I really don't know.
You ready for something bold?
Huh?
Here we
You
go.
ready for something bold?
Oh,
Bring it.
shit.
They're gonna re-release the Wii U.
Get fucked. God damn it. I'm waiting on a goddamn real answer. Practical answer?
Probably something with VR.
Ooh.
I really...
You thinking like a Gear VR thing where it slips into the front of a thing?
That's where it might be. That's where like Nintendo will shine, kind of do their usual unusual thing. Kind of like similar to like a 3DS where you don't need glasses to see in 3D. They might do maybe something almost hologramish, not to that extent, but something similar.
You're gonna
on that
lose
line.
the
kind of like
console aspect of that if you do
projection type deal.
Maybe
Pretty much where your
That'd be
room
wild.
is a
Use
part
the
of the
dock.
game.
I could see that. Yeah, because the big thing with them with VR they've talked about is how do we make that an experience that's not
Pretty much
alone.
like think like Duck Hunt, for example.
All right, I'm listening.
How the TV worked with that gun
Yeah.
because of that technology,
Barely,
but you're
but
interacting
yeah.
with the TV. Something, but now you interact with the walls of your room. Somehow it just registers it. I don't know how. I don't know how to control it would be, but that's what I'm kind of seeing. Something with like a,
All right.
They're going outside of the box.
And that's
so to
built into
speak.
Switch? Or just their next step?
Probably their next step. Not with the Switch, but like after the Switch, that I could see something like that.
Okay.
But that's a long time from now.
I think something a little bit more traditional. I think they're gonna do him. I think there's gonna be like a Switch 2 in a few years. A little bit more horsepower. Maybe we start to dabble in the VR, or is enough horsepower to dabble in VR or AR, whatever you want to kind of do there. But I think they could make it a real attractive thing by using the same dock.
So I think something I wrote down was Nintendo S.
I saw that.
Okay.
Damn it.
They can have that. It's okay.
Yeah.
I'll part ways with that. I think that what they should be doing right now, if they haven't already established this and we just don't know it yet, and I've talked about this plenty of times before now, is the Switch operating system, the new, and I did this in our question of the week, right? Mm-hmm. And I wrote about Virtual Console, how like I still want to know about Virtual Console, but I also don't give a shit if none of my stuff transfers. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that because this needs to be the last time. The Switch, this new Nintendo account, this new everything, needs to be their new platform. The Switch is a really cool thing, right? It is really, really rad tech. It's going to have really, really rad games, really, really rad potential, as we've talked about and as we've been leading up to. But the big thing is, what does this say for Nintendo? And what I think it needs to say in its operating system, in its virtual console approach, and everything, is that this is Nintendo.
Yeah.
Top to bottom. And I think you do that by establishing an operating system. If you look at any of the things that we have, the things that we're all holding in our hands, the things that the listeners right now are listening to us through, we're all invested in these things, not because of this thing. Like, yeah, this is a rad thing, but in September when another one of these things comes out, we buy the new one because we want the new one, but we buy it knowing that we still know how to use it, that all the stuff we already have on it is compatible and is going to carry forward, and that everything is moving forward. So I think that the Switch, the big thing they can do, the thing that's going to carry them to the next thing is they can do a Switch 2. Doesn't matter because all the stuff you had on Switch is coming with you.
That would be cool.
Right?
See that, yeah.
They can do a Switch XL if they want to and give it more horsepower, bigger screen, blah, blah, blah. Go for it. Everything still works. Save your backup, restore your backup on another device. Like,
Or call
make
it the light switch. LIT.
Can you put this in the trash for me? Thank you. Just
It has support for Game Boy Advance cartridges.
don't fuck with me.
Multiple cartridge ports.
You could bring back the Game Boy Micro and run Nintendo S on it, right? If you do it, like, it doesn't matter what the thing is in your hands. Like, the hardware doesn't matter anymore. It's the fact that you have Nintendo S running on a thing. Yeah. PlayStation is doubling down on PlayStation Now, and they're making that a platform in and of itself so that on your iPad, on your Mac, on your whatever, you can just run PlayStation Now and play any PlayStation game anywhere, anytime, right now. Marketing campaign, you can have that. Nintendo needs to do the same thing with their thing. It just is what it is.
Yeah, I think they're slowly getting there.
So
you got a lot of real problems.
Like I'm looking at and I apologize for not reading the question of the week until like now, but I love how we have it. You have it ordered. You have me go first.
Yeah.
Me lead the way, saying, "Man, if I was Joe and Mark, I would be pissed if my content did not transfer over." Mm-hmm. And then we scroll down. Mark, you don't mention the Virtual Console, but we go to Joe, who does.
Somebody would.
And they go to Joe, who does, and he says, "Where is it? Quote, I really don't care if my purchase is carryover from previous platforms."
I don't give a shit.
You're going to pay 3 times now for something.
4.
God damn it, Joe.
4. I don't care. Right? That was the Virtual Console on the Wii. It was then the Virtual Console on the 3DS. It was then the Virtual Console on the Wii U. And now this is the one on the Switch.
You just complained.
I'm contradicting myself. And I say it in the article. I'm going to contradict myself here. I write it right there.
Yeah.
I know that I'm being hypocritical in this regard, but I don't care.
My thing is, you just complained about that full price Vita game that's $40 that you don't want to buy, but you could probably have bought that 3 times with the money you saved buying the same shit for the 4th time.
Who cares about dollars? It's the principle of the thing, right? That Wii U is now 10 years later still the Wii, right? You had the Wii, which started with the DS in 2004 or 5. The DS becomes the Wii, becomes the 3DS, becomes the Wii U, and it's been a part of this ecosystem.
Wait, what?
I'm just saying,
he's going to come to something.
They're all
here.
in that era, right? They're all in that same DNA. Like, they're all breathing that same thing, drinking from the same fountain.
How's the DS become a Wii?
Not literally become it, right? But they, like, the idea of the DS...
Like, they were made in the same generation.
They were. But also, like, the idea of the DS where, like, we're going to take this thing, we're going to do something different with it, and then we're going to take that different thing and show the rest of everyone why it's cool. They did that with the DS, and they won over everybody. They did it again with the Wii, and they won over everybody.
Yo, we got that Picto chat. What's up?
And they did it again. They tried... They didn't do anything new. The 3DS was safe. It was, hey, we have this really cool 3D technology, and we have this really popular thing called the DS. Let's double down on it. The Wii U was, hey, we have this really neat idea for, like, taking games away from the TV. We don't have the technology yet, but we kind of can piggyback on this really popular thing. Right, but they, again, like, it's all been piggybacking off one another. They just become the next thing. The Switch is everything.
Piggybacking a Game & Watch.
Fair. The Switch is everything boiled into one, which I think listeners are going to see in a few days when they see our cover story go live, right? But it is everything that Nintendo has ever done in one platform, and I think that everything that they are doing needs to represent and uphold that idea.
Oh, does it have that GameCube handle? I didn't see that.
It doesn't need it because it has a kick.
That was too ahead of his time.
It's true.
Remember that?
It's true.
Does it have does it have an option to hook in a 56K port to go online?
It does.
All right.
God damn.
I'm down.
No, you know what? No, they took the plastic from all the unsold GameCubes and they put it into the kickstand.
Oh man.
No, my point of saying this is like,
no, I get it.
When the GameCube came out, I didn't expect to plug my N64 stuff into it. And I know that these games are games that I've bought several times, Matt. I get that. I understand they've been on multiple versions of the Virtual Console. But to me, that ecosystem of the Wii U lives and dies with the Wii U. It is there, but that is the end of an era of everything. The Virtual Console games on Wii were a great start at legalizing emulation that we were all already doing and stealing and whatever. The 3DS took that, lost a lot of the platforms that were available on the Wii, gave us some new ones, but never really went where we wanted it to. The Wii U was all over the fucking place.
Ass backwards.
All over the fucking place.
Let's play DS games on a Wii U, but not on a 3DS.
Right. Let's play GBA games on a Wii U, but not on a 3DS.
It's a mess now. It can be
you're an
fixed.
ambassador.
Yeah, and then they don't even run right, and the only way to get out of them is to power off the system completely.
Man.
But also, emulation on the Wii U is garbage. It's really, really, really bad emulation. The colors are washed out. Everything is dark and muted. It does not look good at all. So
yeah, because it never went high def. Right?
They didn't do the right emulation.
But...
The only good emulation on the Wii U is from M2, and they did the GBA stuff. So anything you played that was Game Boy Advance on Wii U, top notch, because M2 does not fuck around. However, the rest of this shit's garbage. I don't care that I put money into that platform, and I am not going to see that carried forward, because my hope is that the Virtual Console on the Switch is them learning from that and them saying, oh, we need more people like M2. So my money going into the Switch again for a fourth time buying Super Mario World in the last decade, I don't care, because it's a new thing. My point is, the games I've bought on Wii U are on Wii U, and they're in that state.
Well, they are, because it's the way the Nintendo accounts work.
I don't want the money I've spent there on that product to be coming with me, because I don't want that product.
It won't. You're right. It won't.
Good. Right? But I don't want that one on there. I want them to make sure they do it right this time. Right. Top to bottom. I want high-res scans of box art. I want full color scans of game manuals.
I think what most people, assume when they're mad about this is that, yeah, maybe those versions on those systems aren't that great, but maybe it's not the exact item that's coming with you. They want the better version without having to pay for anything.
Yeah, you're paying a license, but the better version comes at a cost. And I know that my money that I spent on the Wii U is not going to pay for the cost that it's going to get me to get the better version on the Switch.
Sure.
So I don't care about eating my money in that regard if it means I get a better version. If we get a half-ass version like we got again, then Nintendo is not going to make it out of the Switch.
I'm not really, personally, I'm not affected by this. I haven't bought many Virtual Console games, and if I did, they're only exclusive to the 3DS.
Fair.
So...
Bought one thing from the Virtual Console in the last 5 years. It's for our Game of the Month, Castlevania.
No,
I swear to God, if I have to buy that again, I'm going to be pissed.
I did buy that for the Wii U.
One thing, Joe, I'm going to be pissed.
Most of my games that I have are Zelda related, but that's all my... I have almost every Zelda game on my 3DS.
Makes sense.
I have shit sitting on that shelf that I am never going to play again in my life. But I don't give a shit, because I bought it at one point, and I had it, and it's there, and it's whatever. Beyond that, I don't...
But you're talking about DS to 3DS games. There's an expectation with that kind of sort of that stuff's not going to go over because of the way the new platform's going to work. But if you have a constant feature,
I guess they want Virtual Console to be more virtual than what it is.
Yeah, you have a feature that's now is carried over the same thing. That's where it's...
To get back to it, I think that they have done a lot of learning in the last decade as they watch cell phone companies rise and the way that all of that stuff changes, the way that our mobile platforms or mobile computing is completely different than it was a decade ago, even 5 years ago. It's completely different. Watching and observing that stuff from their end has completely shifted the way they're looking and approaching this. Remember, this console is not launching with an internet browser, nor is it launching with Netflix. That is not unintentional. If they wanted those things to be there and they cared about that, they would have put it there. The same could probably be said about Virtual Console, but that's neither here nor there. But they're very much painting a specific picture with this console, and I don't think...
I just don't think they could have waited any longer.
But
put this thing out at the same time as planning stuff.
True, but we also don't need...
But I would
see. I argue that. I argued that. Why not push if we're... Maybe they just don't care about the Virtual Console maybe as much as we think they do. But if they did care that much, why you said March a few months ago? It didn't have to be March 3rd. It could have easily been March 28th or something like that.
Maybe, but
it's in the same window. And I kind of argued on the flip side that the key for Nintendo was getting out at least a month before E3. Not only does that help with the Virtual Console and these other software features that we might be lacking if they want to put it in or not. It gives these other developers time to put their games out.
It's either they release it now or they have to compete with these other systems that are coming out soon.
Nothing's coming out before E3 though. I think if you come out before E3, you're golden.
Because it's I'm
not saying come out. In
we don't know what their marketing strategy is.
But
if Project Scorpio is this year,
said to be,
Nintendo would probably lose.
Yeah, that's what I say that. I'm like, you don't want to come out in fall because we don't know what Scorpio, what that looks like.
Holiday would be fucked, but like Mario's their savior for that. But
putting out something,
that's about it. Like
putting out something in like April or May, you might, all of a sudden as a launch lineup, something that I kind of like am not liking. Then that's part of the reason why I don't have it. But all of a sudden, you now have a launch lineup of Bomberman, Zelda, Mario Kart, ARMS, 1-2 Switch. You got a couple other things in there that kind of recently just got delayed, didn't they? I don't remember.
Binding of Isaac got pushed.
Not that stuff's like super important, but more stuff is now there to choose from, and they're in different genres. They're not competing with each other. Like someone who's interested in ARMS might not be interested in Bomberman, like vice versa. You now have all these different.
I'm glad I like both.
Yeah, but this is iPhone before the App Store, the Switch on March 3rd.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like.
But imagine you have something like that without the App Store in 2017.
Did. Yeah,
you did. Yeah, 5 years ago.
I think,
but no, longer than that.
But they can because they have to. They don't.
So
have
did Google
choice.
just launch their new phone without an App Store? Is that okay?
They already had.
Yeah.
Like, I'm okay with it not having the stuff right away, only because I'm just going to be playing Zelda and I won't give a shit about anything else.
And that's exactly what they're banking on. They're banking on the Marks of the world to buy it. And by Marks, I mean us too, right? Like, us to buy it because we're going to buy it anyway, so why the fuck not have it day one?
Yeah.
And play it and talk about it and love it come holiday when they do have an online infrastructure in place, when they do have all this shit figured out.
They're hoping for this to hold everyone over.
Right.
But we'll see.
It'll be fine.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be fine. But
I'm not confident.
But like as
in
a
the
consensus,
online
like,
service thing that they know what they're doing yet.
I think they know exactly what they're doing. It's a matter of trying to get it up and running and make sure it's all smooth.
I would really love to hear or see their like making of like behind the scenes with all this. Like I would love to see like what led to what, like why is this the way it is?
We'll never know.
Yeah.
They will never tell us.
I mean, and you bring it up in the question of the week. 5 days away, and we know nothing about the online service. We know it's free for a few months.
Yeah.
We don't know the price of it. We heard it's discounted, but that's not, I don't think, official Nintendo saying that.
It is. Yeah. Kimishima said that it is, he quoted it in yen, and comparatively it puts it between $20 and $30 American.
Okay. All right. So.
Yearly?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Annual subscription.
That's not bad.
But that's not like an official Nintendo press release, and we don't know exactly what features.
We don't know the exact number, but he said that
Nintendo's usually pretty good with pricing when it comes to stuff like that.
To be fair, you get the game a month that you have access to for that month.
For the month, yeah.
And that's also including exclusive online features with these games.
Yeah.
So plus possible net play with old.
Yeah, I'm not complaining about that month thing. Like
I didn't know that before, but I
that part's cool.
Like, that's what makes me more okay with this. Like it's a different version.
Well, I also like the idea that like,
and it's like, how many games do you have to do this to and make sure that works right? Like that's a big catalog.
I also like the idea that for 1 month, everybody in the world who has a Switch is going to be playing that game together. Like remember when Rocket League launched? Not that Rocket League didn't like continue, but when Rocket League launched, like
they couldn't run the game.
Like,
people playing it.
Like, imagine if Mario Kart 64... Oh,
yeah.
Okay, well, I mean... And they said NES and Super NES, so fine. But so imagine old Mario Kart or F-Zero was like an 8-player multiplayer game.
Yeah, dude. Fucking dope. Right? Everybody's playing it, and everybody's playing that around the world for that month. At the end of it, if you played it and you're like, F-Zero's cool, I never played that before.
So the majority of these games are... Usually people love the single players, but...
Sure, but like F-Zero in that instance, like you get to the end of the month and you're like, oh, that was cool. I got my fill. Don't need to play it again.
I mean, you could argue, though, that the multiplayer wasn't quite ready back in the day. Sorry.
True.
Or you then say, oh, man, I really like F-Zero. I want to keep playing more of that with my friends. I'm going to buy it at a discounted price because that's another piece of it is you get discounted pricing on certain games.
Yeah. Like, the first thing I thought of when I heard of, like, a possible feature of having, like, online multiplayer with these old games, the first thing I thought of was... Contra 3, the Alien Wars, Super Nintendo.
Yeah,
I just imagine just 2-player online doing that.
Yeah, that'd be so cool.
I was like, or even like a pass the controller thing online, like Super Mario World. Like one player is Luigi, the next player is Mario. Like you don't have to be in the same room for that. That's like me and you could pass the controller without.
Set up a play date via the Switch
with me back in my home in my room and you next to Katie.
Yep, I'm super stoked. Anyway, future, I think
We kind of got sidetracked there.
I know, but it was good. It was good. I think we will get multiple versions of the Switch.
Yeah.
I think we'll get...
It's like I kind of don't want it, but at the same time...
I think it's going to be more of a traditional thing. I think I think Nintendo doesn't need to overcomplicate it if they found success with this. I think they will.
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to die, which some people thought before the Switch was announced.
They're not fucking dying.
No, I mean,
In
like
the
I
console
said
market.
before, like that event, when we got to experience that put a lot of worries to rest.
Yeah.
Going to say not being there, the confidence out of, not only you guys, but the press in general, those events kind of makes me feel better about the games.
I'm
and
actually
how they play on
surprised
it.
how positive the feedback is.
Yeah, nobody walked out of that.
Because it's been a while since Nintendo's had. It's been like 10 years.
Yeah.
Maybe more.
It's really good. It's really, really, really good. I can't wait. This is it. This is the final podcast for the Switch.
And Horizon.
And Horizon. That is right, Matt.
I think I'm bleeding.
Is your
I
neck
had
okay?
to. I had to.
I know.
I had to.
know. No, it is a very big week. We will have a...
He was saying the Switch is on the horizon. That's...
Switch is on the
Oh,
horizon.
sorry, let me rephrase. On Tuesday, on the PlayStation Store, Horizon Zero Dawn will be available. There you go. Sorry for the mix-up.
What language was that?
That's weird.
I'm sure it was some language they speak in that game.
Dead Inside English?
It might be. I don't know.
We do have a big week this week. Matt will be playing Horizon Zero Dawn on Tuesday.
Can't fucking wait.
Wednesday, you can go to thefreecheese.com. You can take a look at our new cover story for the month. What?
I'm not going to say it. I was going to say the review for Horizon Zero Dawn
Fuck
will be
you.
posted.
God damn it. Absolutely not. A review for Horizon Zero Dawn.
It's going to be 3 words. I like it. 5-star rating.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Nope. If you see a tweet go out that review went up and you go to the website and it's gone, you know why. It's because me played editor-in-chief rules and deleted it immediately. Horizon's out Tuesday. Matt will be tweeting and talking about that. Wednesday, new cover story, new month, new us, new you, new Switch, new Nintendo, new everything. The future is here. The future is now.
I make a big deal about Horizon, but I am legitimately excited about Zelda 2 on Friday.
I know. Then Friday, of course, Matt and I are going to be trolling the midnights for... Fuck, we are fucked. I am fucked. The one up the street.
It's just
We're
gonna
gonna figure it out.
I'm going to leave work Thursday. I'm going to go to the GameStop right up there. I'm going to just sit there.
You're just going to have
for
a sad
9
night.
hours. No, I'm going to have my PS Vita and my 3DS in a bag, and I'll burn through both of them until the batteries are dead.
Say that Vita's not going to last that long.
We'll be all right. I'll be playing Final Fantasy 6. It'll be all right.
Okay.
That's it. That's the one that'll be fine. And then, we'll have a fun Friday night pizza party. Play some Nintendo Switch stuff. Some 1-2 Switch. Yeah.
I should have...
Yeah, you get to pop some champagne. you
God.
fucking bitch.
I should have the money to get that.
I'll buy it. It's no big deal. I'll have it.
Okay.
It'll be fine. I'll
It's not
download
like you're
that.
not getting one, yeah.
I'll have it Friday. It'll be no big deal. Yeah.
Because I'm sure my friends will be doing something too, so maybe we can merge that.
The best of both worlds. Yeah. What's the other part? Then Sunday we'll be back with another thrilling episode.
It's a probably big episode.
Yeah. Yeah.
Big.
Massive.
It's just the whole hour, just oh! Everybody's screaming, and then that's
true.
it.
I'm okay with that. I'll just loop it for an hour, or we can record in real time for 1 hour.
I need 5 minutes.
Yep.
Get my platform, talk about how good Horizon is, and then we can talk about the Switch the rest of it.
I don't
Just
even
5
know
minutes.
where to
We'll just
put
make that a
in.
separate episode. Like that'll be part A.
Yeah, part A. Matt talks about some cave people and stuff. Not even part A, like part
The prelude.
B, or like the free cheese mini.
Here's a little slice.
Yeah, Matt played some shit that wasn't Nintendo Switch. Sorry.
Play Tomb Raider with dinosaurs.
The episode. You talk, mid-sentence gets cut off, high screeching noise.
It's very hard to cut off. I like it that fast.
No, it's not. I can make that happen. Yeah. Real simple. If you want to hear Matt's opinions on Horizon Zero Dawn, and you do,
Just him.
true. Go follow Matt on Twitter at MattyIce131. If you want to watch Mark countdown, retweet waifu pictures.
Of who?
I just figure that most of your Twitter is retweeting waifu pictures from other waifu lovers.
No, now. Go hit up Snow Dorothy.
I was going to say, where's our bot at? That's
I
not
haven't seen her in a
me.
bit. I have not seen her in a bit. Oh, we got an email today. I'll pull that up real quick while I close this out. Follow Mark at og_mental. You can follow the Free Cheese at some Free Cheese, and you can follow me at the Free Cheese. We got an email. Somebody was kind enough to sign us up for the Joke of the Day email.
What did the policeman say to his belly button? You're under a vest.
Oh, that is much better than what this one was. Subject, the joke of the day to make you LOL. Hello, podcast at thefreecheese.com. Question, how do you know when the moon has had enough to eat? Answer, when it's full. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that is the end of the Free Cheese episode 186. We'll see you in a week. Go to thefreecheese.com. We got videos going up all week long of us playing Mario Kart, us having fun, us playing Switch later in the week, all kinds of cool stuff. Cover stories. It's a big time. It's a big month. Don't you dare.
I'm not.
Just say it. Get it out of your system.
No, we're good.
Get it?
No, we'll talk on next Sunday.
Mark, final words?
Nope. That's my final word.
Good luck finding a Switch.
Thanks. I look forward to it. If you have a Switch, send it to me. I will take it. I'll pay fair market value for it.
You do realize you're replaying the plot of Jingle All the Way. That's going to be you.
You just made Friday way more interesting. I get to hang out with Sinbad. We'll see you in a week. Bye.